jiri kpata ego ọsaba afa nna ya ụmụ Igbo unu ekwelusigokwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogu ụwa mgbe onye jiri nwere ego okwube kosidiri ya ụwa mgbe onye jiri nwere ego n'ụwa ọzaba afa nna ya ụmụ Igbo unu ekwelusigokwa na mkpata ego Chinedu Frank ekenekwa m gị mkpata ego dị ahụ ụwa ije ego egwu mgbe onye jiri nwere ego ọzaba afa nna ya ụmụ Igbo Daniel Francis ekenekwa m gị unu ekwelusigokwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogo ụwa ije ego egbu mgbe onye jiri nwere ego ọzaba afa nna ya ụmụ Igbo unu ekwelusikwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogo daalụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị ekene m nwoke kene nwanyị wee sị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ asị m mmiri ata na mazụ asị m ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ asị m mmiri ata na mazụ anwụ na nke echiri nya zelu ndebe anyị onye nna n'onye n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 na Biafra land wee sị na anyị ga-adị ka echi maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ bifo ngaba n'iru ana m ekene onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu the leader of indigenous people of Biafra nke m na-akpọ ikuku a na-afụ anya the breeze that you can see wee sị na ị ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ wee na-ekenekwa the Directorate of State DOS wee sị na onye ọbụla dị genuine among them may Chukwu okike abịa ma continue to protect the person and guide the person he say and ekenekwa m every IPOB member most especially the Eastern Security Network and the IPOB legal teams for your wonderfully job you guys are doing. In fact, you guys are doing marvelously well, and even the spirit and everybody can attest to that. On this note, Kambia Kangwa, our people, that bitter truth. Unu nanya, unu malo that I belong somebody. My life or my career not on social media. I don't earn a living on social media. And they depend on my social media. And when I call, I'm one of the certified weather, not just an ordinary weather, professional one. And abatala my IPOB kamuna gebia kaibia blue padi. Abatala my IPOB another man anything make a ibia like am kibia to them because a lot of our people batala IPOB can to her just for recognition. I am not after recognition. I am after my freedom. And the reason if not for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Makacha, I could have called it a quit. I must tell you the truth. Emmanuel Ziokwu ebe ọbụla. Abụla those social media warrior ndị a na-akwa aka na-akwagharị aka ụmụ boy. Dimkpa na-akali don't be slain, mbaji na-akali ịrụ n'ọkụ. Now, that is not the reason why I am here. I am here to tell ndị Igbo the truth. Ekwu m na-agakali to ndị Igbo, most especially our beloved brothers not into this struggle, Biafra restoration. Nwa Emmanuel ekenekwa m gị. Hanades, Anderson, ekenekwa m gị. Hyginus Maduka, ekenekwa m gị. Wisdom, ekenekwa m gị. Because na makpala afa gị, pardon me. Na afụlọ m afa mmadụ niile. Now, first of all, let me say congratulations to Udele Neliozu because he have won the election already. Congratulations to Udele Neliozu and congratulations to Ebuka Obi, the supporter and the marketer of Udele Neliozu. And also, congratulations to Ekperima, the Mmejibo pregnant woman, one in Ebonyi State. I congratulate every evil people that have achieved the destruction of Alibo successfully. And ask him congratulations to all of you. And also congratulations to the foolish impolite, the stupid impolite. I congratulate all of you for being a hardcore foolishness, a confirmed foolish people. So I congratulate all of you. Now let us go straight to the main reason I joined here. I tell them here, like you can abuse your father, abuse your mother, abuse your uncle, abuse whatever you want to abuse. But for me, MAP is Yokubundo. I choose to stand for the truth. Akum n'eziokwu, and n'eziokwu akanka ngakwu, regardless of anything they involve. Ngakwu n'eziokwu, maka na ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu si n'ezi afa ka ego. I value my name and my stand. I am the only IPOB media warrior that go and ask that choose to receive punishment, sanction, instead of compromising or instead of coming to lie or pampering, covering evil. And I was suspended. And I am proud to say that MAP was suspended for standing for the truth. I've been very happy. Igemenwe, imamenwe, onye ọ na-atụ ụjọ. Ka ya lekpa afa gị. Hey, MAP. Ọ na ndị Igbo nwee ndị dịka m. Ndị Igbo nwee ndị dịka Maazị Achebe Paul. Ihe dịka mmadụ 10 to stand by the side of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị ga-ebe ha kwechiri regardless of what is involved. I believe by now na Biafra aka abịago. But nevertheless, we have sacrificed a lot, so we cannot back out at this junction. Now, MME onyonyo, I think last week, some issues, and I received a lot of message, a lot of trash from Muhammad said that na habo IPOB member because at this junction, Nnamdi Kanu profile picture can was IPOB, and at this point, Chineke or Biafra can take as a freedom fighter. First, I look at the stuff you are made of, and I look what you can bring, what you can produce. Then I will know how to classify you. A lot of people think, or many people on IPOB being foolish, or belonging on IPOB, that you're a member of IPOB does not make you a wise person. You are an IPOB member does not make you an intelligent person. You are an IPOB member does not make you automatic reasoning. If you are in IPOB, you must apply your sense of reasoning before you can start reasoning. If you are in IPOB, you must have intelligence before you can be considered as an intelligent person. Thus, you join IPOB and take oath does not make you automatic intelligent. We have a lot of people, they use the word lunatic. They have brain, but they cannot make use of it. They have eyes, but they cannot see. They have ear, but they cannot hear. So those ones, we will still be preaching to them. Or on the one Nigeria ka preach. I can preach what to some of us who not made this a struggle. Namalo their left from their right. Namalo what freedom is all about. Yes, Biafra restoration. Most of us, this is the first time I am involved in a freedom fighting movement or in a freedom fighting journey. So and it's well expected for a lot of people to be I made the video last time and I said that Biafrans, for Biafra to be restored, that Naikweshiru is in charge of our land. A lot of people, they don't message. This is how Gumi of Idi started. Is IPOB not in charge of Biafra land? IPOB is not in charge of Biafra land. IMAP say it. And I can prove it to any person. We are not in charge of Biafra land. The people that are in charge of Biafra land are the Fulanis. Ngwa gị okwu, and wasn't your emotion. Oh, ki we bulu hardcore, ki we see ni compromise be, you a blind argument. When I come out, when Potabia Kuku see that Biafrans, for Biafra to be restored, we need to be in charge of Biafra land. A lot of idiots normally being in charge of your land. Potassium, that is what Gumi of Idi is trying to fight. Gumi of Idi is saying no election in Imo State because he want to be in charge. Being in charge is not by saying there will be no election. A lot of people, Amalife, and the kind of category of people known as this freedom fighting is a lot of you are not encouraging others to enjoy, because the way you reason more backward. You reason more backward than a bingo. Now, Nsiunu, we need to be in charge. When I say we need to be in charge, it's not by stopping election in Imo State, because the truth remains that Biafrans, as of now, and you know what it takes to stop any election in Biafra land. Because stopping election have to do with military. Stopping election have to do with your boundaries. Stopping election have to do with taking proper declaring of Biafra. Automatically, if you don't remove the military barracks, if you don't have your own currency, if you don't have what it takes to run your own country, automatically, you don't have what it takes to stop election. So, see that we have to be in charge of our land, and it does not mean that there will be no election in Imo State. What I mean by that, we have to be in charge of Biafra land before I believe all this thing. I believe in and when any miracle get make it one day, mother putos banana swallow the Biafra referendum next tomorrow. What the possible? Before Biafra referendum will be announced, the Ghanaian at the United Nations Summit, Ghanaian at African Union, Ghanaian in the Nigerian Parliament. And when some people that you don't need to involve in politics before you get your freedom. You must be stupid. Referendum, what is it? What is it? Referendum is politics. So the earlier we start telling our people the reality, now when the banning kebezoku, Wahaka high malu level line on ya, Ieni nine Mejirasi, restore a nation. A nation is not restored based on the hey, we want Biafra, we want Biafra. There is something. The world is talking about Palestine. The Nigerian Senate president is pressuring Tinubu to go for a freedom of Palestinian. China is calling for the freedom of Palestine. Italy is calling for the freedom of the Palestine. Russia is calling for the freedom of Palestine. The reason is because the Palestinian people have been able to create that international awareness. Here Biafran Kanonabu, local awareness. The moment I got an international awareness, a discuss what Biafra issue na United Nations, I discuss what Biafra issue na European Union, I discuss what Biafra issue na ECOWAS, I discuss what Biafra issue na African Union. Then a man that na go anyafuago the end of the tunnel. Because Madison any person boy here, because Mama reply, madam, na reply, because I will just block you if you if here boy you got block. If here boy you got block. That is the truth. Because on Nangwa name well a lot of bingos, like somebody like Sam Malaki is a pure idiotic bingo. Ne use name or Mazinam the Kanu. I am a hardcore IPOB. What make you a hardcore? Omalo. Omalo the meaning of freedom. Ochena freedom, but I stand for Mazinam the Kanu. I stand for DOS. That is not freedom. Freedom is fighting for Biafra restoration. In my here fighting. A statement in the making, a lot of people that now the freedom of man Nnamdi Kanu lie in Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of man Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people never make this statement. Sounding like this. When any person na sound like man, that person na nihoma. And why some of you not their comment section you cannot even be bold enough. You cannot be bold enough to call for to come up here now for open debate. Person like that IPOB member. If we shall go here now for an open debate, a mafia, na comment section like Noto Pilot, like a obedient movement. Now, here. Any day, Biafrans in charge of our land. Being in charge of our land means that all the politicians in Biafra land must be under the command of Biafrans, not under the command of Fulanis. Every politician in Biafra land must be under the command of Biafrans, not under the command of the Fulanis. Now, and when any governor na Igbo not under the command of Igbo, the answer is no. Automatically, all of them are under the command of the Fulanis. In other words, the Fulanis are in charge of your land. Keki restore a nation that you are not in charge. Keki restore a nation that you are not in control of, that you cannot even say something and that thing will stand. How will you be able to restore that nation? Somebody in Imo State, look at what happened in Imo State. Election. That is not election. That is selection. That is selection. And the reason the judiciary and the INEC and the Fulani Caliphate were able to plant Hope Uzodinma and through the Supreme Court, and they replanted him again through the selection called the election, is because Nanyadebe in charge of Biafra land. And in charge of Biafra land, the whole people that conduct that election must be checkmated. And when any of them get egu ujo gekwe, calling election in favor of Hope Uzodinma. Because definitely the person will not live to see the next day, because Biafrans will take the life of the person. That Biafra will be restored without a bloodshed is a fat lie. Asibalaba. Ezibota asibalaba. Biafra will be restored with enough bloodshed, not just a small bloodshed, a lot of bloodshed. At this junction, our mission now, and a question is on I create awareness. When a big create awareness is of Odysseus Konsuzuki Nezuzu. Now, what we need to do now is to enter into action. Fire for fire with Igbo politician. I gave Bidogodu with Igbo politician. What a nation Pomodoro. Okay, ịchọrọ ịbata the link nọ na that place. N'anya na comment section ị ga-afụ the link. N'anya na comment section. It's an open discussion. So far na ịbịala here kpọba any member of DOSE, because once any of you be here kpọ any member of DOSE, m ga-remove onye without any apology. So ị na-abata here with the mentality nature ịbịa take advantage ka ịbịa abuse any member of DOS. As long as one person, any member of DOS, can get removed without any apology. I will not even allow you to say anything. Once you use any insultive words or abusive words on any member of Directorate of State of IPOB, I will remove you, without even in your notice. So you now better here, you deal with your sense. And then about here, if you with enough reason. So you are free to ask any question. Another man told your question. Unumam right from time. Add him open. And any autopilot, feel free to add your question. Now, if we cannot be in charge of Biafra land, and the Emabelebe Biafra akwụsị n'ebe obido, ema na ya dịbeghị already. Ihe ji ekwu ya bụ na ndị Igbo ga-akwụsị ime Okeke pụta ha sị na ha bụ ndị a. Anọgo m na IPOB since 2015 wee luo tata. To be honest with you, afụbere m onye Ishekiri na IPOB. Ishekiri, that name Ishekiri. Afụbeghị m any person si m na ya bụ onye Ishekiri na IPOB. Ọ bụ na ifugo na your zone, then ime ka mmadụ. Afụbeghị m onye Efik na IPOB. Afụbeghị m onye afụgo m onye kwa na-akpọ onye na-akpọ phone the ring na family dey call. Hello? Ama m n'ịma na m nọ Okay. Ask him can they share because
Pomodoro Nation amamkena ngaribia kotu anamakotu nwa Chineke
Maazị Ada anyị mana ndị mekanik ekwelazi anyị malụ ndị bụ ndị ala ndị jizi picture Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee mere DP na akazi nkụ and ha chaghị like person like Sam Malaki na amalụ ma onye anụ ama ndị Fulani tụrụ ime onye nke ọ na-esi n'ike etinye nri. So m ga-awọ na awọ before mmadụ asị na m akpali anya because ọ da afịara asị na Maazị Achebe na-akpali ndị mmadụ. So Maazị gawa n'iru.
Ọ dịbendị mgbe iji nwee nwa idea nwa Chineke na even before eburu onye ndu, immediately eburu onye ndu we month plus ịma mụ anụ nwe m scavenger na Facebook. Ana m scavenger chọọ m onye ukwu m onye nta ipost maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu maala na Facebook 3 years ago 4 years ago. Delete go ya onwe ebe ga-aga iwetekwe from friends ebe a na one of your friends ekwe the whole thing niile chọrọ. So ọrụ nke mụ anụ nwe m so amacha m aja.
Exactly.
Dalo nwa Chineke. Dalo Biafra soul word. Imana as na akilu si ada ha bụ nke osi atọ.
Mana eziokwu.
O nwere ebe ọ ga-awọ na-emela disi ọ dịka ije anyị nọ n'ime abụghị ije ụmụazị. Ọ bụ ije anaghị aja eze eje. Ọkwa na ije nwaanyị na-achọ ara n'aka agba ọsọ.
Mana eziokwu.
Nwere obodo abụghị nwere ezinụlọ. Inwere ezinụlọ akwa na ịmụ nwa. So ihe a na-awụ ya nne ya onweghị Chineke nna bi n'eluigwe gbakwara mụ na na-aba aka ebe onweghị mgbe agwaghị na this organization na ya enweghị plus or minus na onwe mgbe a ga-enwere obodo anyị ya wetata akwafu ọbara. Ịma na anyị na-atụrụ nwa ya asị. Otu ndị isi anyị otu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu ya. Ọ na-ekwu ya ọ sịrị na anyị ga-emecha nke niile anyị kwesịrị ime. Then if the last option they give to us is to seek our freedom by violence, that every living things we pay dearly for it, which go and work their way. Mazin Nandekalo, this organization now Mazin Nandekalo. Just like he Puru. Onwe be here na one member for like this, Yodika. Onwe Mboga Igano like this, Obaju na this our struggle. Michigre Guezerono. Because of he tigro for we to have this our nation. All the work he could here is say na Nandi Igbo nwere at least 10 of Paul Achebe. Abia Fraga Abiago with to couple with Mazen and the Carlo. Oh, to see no because he man kige meli. He man kige team. Utu akodi kwa mwa no wem na abo here na because no do easy. Nearby on na anom there. If you buy anom there, onye nka buy anom there. Mwa na abacha bana nkudele. Can we come around handing in another place? Because all you get the login to come big age.
Exactly.
Even among who na this struggle. What do you hear in Kachawemi will this mbansi anabudele? What do we hear me tunkuru? No, Nambo like Padoro. Most of them are gonna name. But almost you come to a building.
Mazi, sorry. Imana back and you actually that we have to be in charge of our land. Imana people that we have to be in charge of our land. Some people no Finland in by election in Biafra land. No, Oboya be in charge. In charge if you do good in charge of their land. If you na Yoruba land, if you na Yoruba in charge of their land. Even the so-called South had in charge of their land. Manandi Igbo had the law in charge of their land. In my idea.
Oh, exactly. Oh yeah, Merena. Sorry to cut you off. Oh yeah, Mere. Ihenine gumi neme. Or we no not to like area, but to have a accept because no how one queen how he weapon dear. Or Hanezega pota DOS na Srocho Mazen and the Kalona fight. Kobuna one Luluai. Almost a case that Nigeria pop one some message on the gram pop one some message because you need country to country and hapota anyhow Quamolo Obon Kanga. If who's your head is in the Kanjwe in charge of our land. I bet you against I fight. And the reason why each way everyone women observe na in the in charge of our land. Oh, to say my own self na mu we hu mu me pre Facebook hu this boy na budele hu nka na kwawo hu isi guzo nke
president youth
we been issue statement still ka buru moto na apare kana eme travel abi obodo ozo eje ebe ndi ozo o na eruru mu nwa. I can swear with my life on a room. But no nwere okwu na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ a jere imetụ aka the last okwu broadcast Chinasa Nworu last weekend. O tiri okwu a ilu ụka. Nwa ghọtara ebe a niile ihe a niile na-ekwu ya na that thing ka chọrọ ime implement na which na ekwesịghị otu ihe na-eme ya na otu ekwesịghị na-eme ya because obere gana onye ukwu na onye nta ga na-anụ hit ya like I want ka anụ ebe a na nwanne olu apụgo m isi chere mkpọrọ ọ data ebe a mmemeli nke ebe a akpụ mmiri nọ na-agwa gị ya Chukwu abịa ma bụrụkwa m anya aka ebe.
Mazi, thank you for this thing, but sorry to interrupt him. The reason because a lot of people are what are being in charge. Now, can go Biafrans again. Being in charge of Biafra land, it means that now hope uzodinma enwelo right epotan na channel TV make a press conference ngane represent Ndi Igbo without consulting Ndi Igbo, without having a series of meeting with the indigenous people. Contrary to that thing, from that place on no receive what they call That is Ugochi. Ohaneze ndị Igbo enwere right ime nakata hapụta onye asị gị na ya bụ the president of Ohaneze ọ nọrọ na Rise TV ọ nụọ nshi n'ọnụ na ọ na-eme press release. Ọ dịrọ possible. That is why ị na-anya na enwere any person ga-apụta from north issue a statement without it consult the whole northern elders, whether or the whole forums nọ niile nọ na north. Aga consult ha, then ha kpakalita the best interest of the north ka ha ga-apụta wee bịa kwuo. And once ha kwurie, emanu pim, emanu counter, emanu anything. The reason bụ na ha dị in charge of their land. Any person counter ha ga-enwe issue until Biafrans take in charge. Ọ bụ na-egekwanti o, ọ bụkwala na isi ga-ada, nke bụ eziokwu bụ na isi ga-ada, ma anya like ya ma anya like ya. Before any person bụ Ohaneze apụta issue any statement concerning Biafra land or concerning ala Igbo, that person must consult the leadership and the akpacha nkata say yes, ananya nyoche for that niya bụ the best interest of ndị Igbo. Is stand there on Igbo mandate or on Biafra mandate. Ifu mgbe aka anyị ga-eji ma onye jụọ na egburishi enye anaghị m ha idea wee na-ekwe without na egburishi mmadụ wee nye anyị to set example for others to learn. Believe you me, ihe niile anyị na-akọ bụ onye kọgide ike egwu ya ọ nakpuo, onye ọzọ ebido, onye ka akọgide ike egwu ya ọ nakpuo, onye ọzọ ebido. A Fulani people may request for billions from IPOB. Say that now the IPOB ESN babu dia efi natali ndị Igbo lo na Igbo. Then na IPOB ga na ndị Igbo ga akụ billions of naira. Ha ka na aga court ya na akwado inye ha. The same thing to ndị ka na agwa ndị Yoruba. Mana ihe niile ndị Fulani destroy na Igbo, onwebelo any person si na ya na represent potashi. Okay, ni ya no abu the total damage ndị Fulani cause with their cow. No na reach the honor. Okay, now this is the damage in the Yoruba cause for demolition ahịa ndị Igbo and the locking Igbo shops without notice. Ni ya no abu the damage in the Igbo in cure. For this now, this money will be paid to us because we don't have a leader. Then if one only nanangulala asige mazi dapu agụkwa n'ife na-eme na-aka Simon bido ndị be anyị dị igwa ha eziokwu na afụ ha ụfụ na ntị. Maazị gaba n'iru ndewo.
Nwa Chineke ihe niile na-ekwu ihe niile m na-abụ na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ a ọkwụ ọtọ. Ihe niile anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ a ọkwụ ezigbo ọtọ. Ihe m chọrọ ime ka mata ihe m chọkwa n'ime Biafra ọ dịwa ka iwu ọchị ya gafe na ozugbo ibuputere topik ya ikpope Facebook na ị ga-afụ ịma na since eburu onye ndu nwere ozi onye iro nwere ozi onye ndị ka na-asị na emeti ya. But ibe na comment section ga na ndị a niile na-asịbu na na-emeti ya before na-achọghị iji anya ahụ ya ha ncha niile nọcha ebe a na ana m agụ ihe niile ha na-ede ya because na ya bịa agụ to that place. Nsị gị na okwu anyị topic iji wee na-ekwu ha eribedi m ruo otu topic iji wee na-ekwu na afọs wee bata ọkwa nka mbata fu nwa achọ ibupụta iru m because achọghị m ka ị na-asị n'olu ka a nụrụ ka ha na-ahụkwa m ihu.
Ọ dịla necessary, your voice adịgo okay.
Ihe m ji wee na-agwa gị ha na-awụ na ihe ị na-ekwu na bịara n'ihe mere IPOB ji wee issue that statement gwa gị chọpụtacha ma the whole ihe niile because no as no ma agbaghị ụzọ Owere mgba ọ dị echi nwanne ọkwa ifu na nke ikpeazụ a mmadụ anwụgo n'ọka nkụ na a ga-ebido nso na akpụ ọ bụrụ ma wee na-ese anyị kwesịrị ime anyị emechago ya. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ezichago ozi niile o kwesịrị izi ụwa niile anụghị ya. O nweghị ihe ga-emenụ and Chinasa Nworu kwuru ya there is nothing we can do today. Somebody will bring complaint to us. Onwere ihe ọnwụ if like ya buru UN buru whoever wete that complaint again. Ihe a na-emekwa n'ihe awụ ka mara the most narrow way I ga-eji wee lụọ ọgụ a ka isi ghara ịda nnukwu karịa isi nke ga-afọ n n'ọkwara m isi ga-ada but n'ọka nke m ga-ada ka ọ ghara ịkarị nke ga-afọ n. Daalụ nwa Chineke ọ bụla soli place ga-etiri gị aka.
Ndewo nwa Chineke daalụ.
nwa ọbụla nna ya ndụrụ ndụmọdụ nwa ọbụla nna ya jụrụ nri nwanna ya hụrụ n'anya ma dị strọgụ niile gị ihe a niile ihu a na-akọ ya ga na-akọ ya ya dịrị gị mma.
Ndewo nwa Chineke, daalụ rinne. Ndewo. Now, geenụ m ntị ọfụma because ana m ekwe na-ekwusi ike. Most problem anyị nwee tata abụlọ Fulani. Most problem anyị nwee tata ndị Igbo, and most of ndị Igbo a na-claim na ha freedom fighter. Most of them na-claim na ha bụ freedom fighter. Gịnị mere freedom fighter? Gịnị ka ị na-fight? Akpọrọ ya struggle ndọndọkịrị dọ n'ọnụ Igbo. Kpọọ ya freedom fighter, ọgụ nnwere onwe. Akpọrọ ya aṅụrị nnwere onwe. Akpọrọ ya igba egwu nnwere onwe. Freedom fighter, ọgụ nnwere onwe. Ndọndọkịrị dọ. Ịdọ ọmụma adọgị onye dọkara ibi ọdọlụ. Struggle for freedom. Ndọrọ ndọrọ nnwere onwe. Now, ị na-achọ ịgwa m that na ị ga-eji awareness or ị threaten Hope Uzodinma, threaten Kemafia Ọjịsọ Kalụ. Mba, era of giving issuing threat have come and gone. Anyị ga-adị in charge of Biafra land. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo ga-anọ under us. Any group, any forum nga-apụta n'ala Igbo ga-anọ under the people na fight for Biafra. On that note, ka ị ga-eji ma yes, you are capable of doing something. That way, ka ị ga-eji wee nweta any politician naga to any position in that contraption ga na-aga for the interest of your people. Ama na ya na-ezu oshi mana oshi akali n'ọlụ. Now, ọ bụrụ na anyị dị in charge of Biafra land, ka Hope Uzodinma ga-eji wee bụ gọvanọ n'Imo steeti. Ọ bụrụ na anyị dị in charge of Biafra land, ka INEC ga-eji wee ring election na Biafra land. Ọ dịrọ possible because ha na-eme all those things. O nwere ụjọ na-atụ onye ọbụla. Udele na-abata na Imo steeti Owerri mee vidio si gị na ya abatago, gịnị ka ị ga-eme? Ịmara na ọ bụ na anyị dị in charge of Biafra land na onye polisi a na-ese ga-agbagbu inwe ha idea. Ihe na-akpịa bụ accidental discharge. Ịdị in charge of Biafra land ga-eme okay. According to the Nigerian constitution, recently they passed that they will go for local, that is a local security, that is for security to be more effective. A commissioner of police in Ghana Anambra kwesịrị ịbụ onye Anambra because he understands the system, he understands the language, he knows his people supposed to know him. And for the security to be more effective, the commissioner of police supposed to bụrụ onye Anambra. The commissioner of police na Imo State kwesịrị ịbụ onye Imo State. The commissioner of police na Ebonyi State kwesịrị ịbụ onye Ebonyi State. The commissioner of police na Enugu State kwesịrị ịbụ onye Enugu State. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ onye Enugu State, ọ bụrụ onye Igbo. Commissioner of police nga nọ na 5 states and make up the major Igbo state because I nwere Igbo people in Delta, I nwere Igbo people in River, I nwere Igbo people in some other parts which they are like Delta ndị Igbo majority there. So River State ndị Igbo kwa majority there. All this place ndị Igbo kwesịrị ịbụ the commissioner of police. At that point, Kigejima, yes, you are becoming in charge of your land. That's a commissioner of police. Mananye on that place. His family on that place. And for that, he will do everything to protect the lives and properties because almost something illegal against the land, he will pay with his own family. Manambije, Anambra State, got check the whole commission and when at 36 state of Nigeria, the only commissioner Bundi Bodi or Madnabo out of 36. Now, where are the rest? Ghana, Yoruba land. All the commissioners in Yoruba land are Yorubas. Ghana, Obodondugu, the commissioners of police in the whole 19th state of North, but northern people. And that give them the upper hand to achieve what they want to achieve. Now, like this guy here, many anọghịzi na-eteki ndị na-anaghị aza ezigbo afa ha serious. Afia bụ Sam Malakai. Or that there is no country that their politicians is representing them. The reason no make that statement but not or maybe obu no na village or shibe na village airport. And ndị make candidate statement bụ most especially ndị nọ n'ime ime obodo eme mistake bupute ha n'ime town gonye ha smartphone ha bata n'ime IPOB. These are the only people who make such statement. A person who may go travel mfugolu something mma the system ama pụta shege that na n'ugwu gaa n'obodo ugwu army headquarter nọ n'ugwu enwe dry seaport n'obodo ndị ugwu enwe international airport n'obodo ndị ugwu enwe all the most of the foreign countries nwere their embassy n'obodo ndị ugwu enwere ihe dịka pothole on their road ha taigide ya ma farmland. And ndị ugwu enwere anything like person like Dangote now have license to produce anything producible. It seems that Nagina Hana about the same level wing. Gano Bodo Bua cement is only Ugu. Dangote cement is only Ugu. Where is your brother Ibeto cement? Dangote become the richest man in Africa by not the very more intelligent, more than Undibo. No, because their people play the game of politics with him. Akane Dangote bu the only private man who license to build the refinery na Nigeria. Meanwhile, the whole south to the oil producing state one single refinery, but Onyugu is building a refinery. And the Malakai Sheginayang Melucho will picture mass and they continue there. That is why when they be that one nobly no IPOB Meluche. Not every person that say I am an IPOB person have brain. Some have their brain are dead, and we are working on their brain on a daily basis. Like this, our brother now, Pomodoro. He is very intelligent and on a brain, on a reason. Man, somebody they can malak on a reason now. Oh, then that he had share Ganimo State, Gary, hope was a demand, Nana Ring na not, or say okay, or Gary, because of one brain. He reasoned from a news. Oshinike Kume. Keki get you with such people in China again have fellow freedom fighter. Oh, madam on IPOB, shake that kama the freedom of Biafra. Nga bute hindrance to his faith. Kadati Biafra yaling with the freedom that his faith is more important than his freedom. Nedo say Biafra freedom, do say his faith. Nenege choose his faith. And today some idiot na tell that person a hardcore. Some bastard na be hardcore. Then he got now how the kind of mentality. He does say slave, does say freedom. He choose those slave. Now, I am in charge of our land. The kind where malu yes, na bidogi haineme. We must show and anything awareness and when is the awareness now. We are past good stage of creating awareness. That's why some people never have one Hashim Mazi about the leadership. Kahana Jane broadcast at least once in a month, once in a week. Neketonya and share so can broadcast a mega spy and I will bring. Nya Kamazi China Samu report every day. Then I call Gakon radio Biafra ki need. No blow ye get make a Biafra ke restore Biafra Kamazi when we freedom. No Kadane broadcast the legi. So he can interest in broadcasting. Chicken doesn't have keep mood. When I need those broadcast. I'm one equal, which I get quaggy coin. I'm get quaggy coin. And you need those broadcast. Awareness, we have passed that stage. Behind no kitabo. One when I ready, I start here drawing the boundaries of our land, of our Biafra. And I get check in the hypo, nine hands of freedom. A lot of IPO Diana Heku, this thing on Manan Eljugo Manyo Kenya. Now, with Ian Nafu, when your chamalo that now, this non-speaking Igbo, IPO energy is a hindrance and barrier to Biafra restoration. Bianya for a debate in Piagi Zero. Because I'm on IPOB, like I said, for more than from 2015, Afube Homoni Shekiri in IPOB. Then what makes me and him a freedom fighter and one nation? Okay, Nsota Hadia enjoy. Afube Homoni onye Ijo. Afube Homoni onye Fik. Yes, Ogoja, Afugom Ogoja 2 people or 3. Afugom Urobo. At least Urobo Wadejiro is here there. Mana, to be honest, Mande non-shi from Uroba High Fugolo. Mando Zonine, each kota hon helulo 1% of the population of non-speaking Igbo country. How can 1% decide for 99%? It shows that they are not interested. That's why in Jueshi that we need to redraw the boundary of Biafra. We better become brothers in one boundary than to have a nation again with them the next year and buy into war with ourselves. Or in a matter freedom, I started to Kubo Yesugi when alone the freedom. How can we move? Some of you guys, we will practice regional this thing system. My brother, practice a communal system. Malaki, even your father told you be advice, not to talk of you. You know, your father nne told you advice. You go don't make advice before you advice. Each you iji my line or you click your link in the comment section. Ebata, and then the black you people malo for your brain. How awkward it is. In a man that weapon. Yeah, can do actually I'm piling on IPOB all the too much. Look at Yenyam advice. Very that's place you don't have a problem because in a problem you have no one capia no one capu. Are there in your advice? On your bonnet claim when I am my ear. Look at what we give me advice. You get young advice. No, just no ever you know now. Negodo from up head to toe. You get young advice. You normally freedom. You get with freedom without it may involve in politics. You get with freedom. Miracle and you get referendum. Until we learn how to hold every person non Biafra land accountable, until we learn how to rise up to do something. Hope Uzodinma is now the governor of Imo State for the next 4 years if Biafra is not restored. Which means again, man, Biafra restoration, before you will schedule a referendum, it will take at least 1 to 2 years before you, because for now I discuss what the Biafra referendum in any parliament. Most of you now, you don't the referendum. Before referendum we give to you, you will have a series of meetings with your politicians. Even you are not in charge of your politicians, how do they represent you? The United Nations in Abo or their children in Abo is not their politicians you are calling. And you think that their politicians will not contact your own politician. That is why you need to be in charge of your land. So that when those people you are calling will consult you, will call your politicians, fear will not let your politician to speak rubbish. Now back to what I am saying about our Ishekiri, our brothers from South. I will provoke you. Like we will get angry, but the truth must be told. And when any media word on that is a mobile of the person. Eziokwu na-ekwu nwebeghị the media warrior nga-apụta nwokwu ụjọkwu ekwu ya nwa na-ekwu because apịanụ aga nga up against ịbakpo onu na ịbakpo agbaghị mgbe ukpuru a na-agba AP inyụọ mamịrị ọkụ nyụọ nshi join ya. One bingo bịa na my comment section Shimu Mazi, how many Southside people no na ESN in Apuala? Oh, now you know IPOB ka ha no na ESN. I go 1,000 people, I went one. You go 20,000 people, you went two. Ishim niya of freedom. Beyond Nigeria tata sharing of Nigerian cake. The South they wanted their own national cake. The Senate President onye bu Godswin Akpabio. Okwa also na the Biafra na. Now, how will you not tell international community that you have been marginalized? Why your son is a Senate President? How will you tell the world that you have been marginalized? Why your son is the Minister of LCT? Eh? How will you tell the world that, do you know that by getting a freedom, you need to demonstrate that you are being marginalized? You need to demonstrate that you are being subjected to all kind of ill treatment. You need to show the world that you everything that you deserve, your rights have been taken away from you. Now, a pipeline onye nye contract, Tompolo is being Kenya contract worth of billions of dollars. Okpolu Ijo youth, Okpolu Robo youth, Okpolu Ishekiri youth, Okpolu all the whole South youth, when a pipeline with the name na protect one Nigeria. He said that na he making impact na to the whole world. Ndi Igbo na nwusisi, and I cannot fold my hands and watch our people only be dying. Obu na ndị asanyị, let them show the interest. Pandef represented the South. Is the president will be the leader of Pandef, Pa Edwin Clark. Get check your statement here last month that Anambra, Imo, and Abia should be removed from Niger Delta. In other words, they should not be paid as an oil producing nation under in hands of freedom. If now, a lot of you got potashi, Mazi Achebe Paul, you are causing a division. If you know more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu made that mistake, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making the mistake of still involving these people when they are not willing. You can't force them to be. They are not ready to freedom. You don't force them. Can the Igbos, like all these people? Once we move, the Igbo speaking part will follow. Obluzen are hardly interested. Then let them rise up, because most of the people, Sam, if you don't leave, I will block you. To be honest, I will block you. I don't need an animals like you. I need kapia like you, okay? I need people that reason like human being. I need people that reason beyond their anus. I don't need inconsequential bingos. And I blame Olodo like you, Namalo left from right. Okay, what? Omu AP Ezioku Bundo 1 na Biafra land. Anya delebwa. Abialam here can be anybody ya hecholenu. The problem of Ndi Igbo bụ na Ndi Igbo are the people defending rubbish. On a video now watch, I think the day before yesterday. Ofoni Igbo na bia shine that na Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo is Igbo found America. It's called the meaning of America, but America munka. Non Ndi Igbo be America. Claiming nothing but anything half what they have called him. Ndi Igbo je claim ye. Ona in a claim na issue from Israel. Gini ke connection Ndi Igbo nwe with America. America munka. When they get the thing, I was sure Ndi Igbo found Canada. The meaning of Canada but Canada. And only when man Italy bo Igbo word atali go munka na akoka nda agbara ogwu anu. The era I question no as Igbo people put ourselves first before any other person. Reducing ourselves before others is something that I cannot fathom. anyị nọ na Biafra movement, anyị na fight for freedom. Ndị gị na ha nọ na fight ya, ha pụtabụrụ on anything, enwebeghị any interest ha show, onwebeghị any sign to show that these people are with you. Now ka ị ga-eji wee gwa m na these people are with you? The people na-egbu ndị Imo State, ndị gbugolu Imo State are the same people for your brothers. Asawana, Wana. Who are this Asawana, Wana that is killing in Imo State? Are they not the just? Oh, Mazi, don't say it. Are you wiser than Mazi Namikano? Obuna Madagwabegi, Mazi Namikano made mistake by and these are the mistake Ojukume. Mpatai will remain a slave to Nigeria today. We are repeating the same mistake. And a man on a more fifth and expect different results. We can't be doing the same thing and be expecting different results. The pipeline now is supposed to be a tool. I get in a threat, every Nigerian government. Because the pipeline, we assume that it's in Biafra land. Pipeline get in Biafra land, but you cannot near it. Not to talk of using it to get what you want. In mana pipeline now, should put the key. Biafra kwesịrị na agba ndị Igbo condition, na-enye ha condition anyị na ha ga-eji ya nọ. Mana this the same job people choose to be there to protect that pipeline for Fulani Caliphate, from a Fulani man from Jigawa to have an oil well that place. Although these people they interested in having freedom, why would they sacrifice their life to protect pipeline for a Fulani man? Let them leave that pipeline and see that people will be talking about Biafra the next day, because their pipeline Hana Guide shows that they are not interested. And now back is something on here now. I have a call here. I'm on phone just this caller, I will call you back. Just a minute. Let me. Oh, yeah, dear. I'm not going to get this mother no here na cock and capia. Let me call this brother back. You feel free to call in. Then call in to tell me the reason. But pipeline on our place. Can protect that pipeline? Can Nigerian military protect that pipeline? The answer is no. The answer is no. Can they protect here? The same people is not gonna fight for freedom. Greetings from here. Your voice is cracking. I can hear you now, but be audible.
I want to contribute something which is very, very important. You know, let me tell you one thing. Me, I'm from Ebema River State. I understand what is actually happening, but the thing is that there are some people that shouldn't be included into this thing, and I know that that is not yet a mistake. It is good that we try to include them, and we have seen what they are made of. Are you getting it now?
The word is listening.
Yes. Yeah. It is good that we try to bring them in, and we've seen what they are made of, so that tomorrow, when we are about to totally get freedom, they should stay on their own, because going into another country with these people, job people, and this Urobo, all these people clan that have no Igbo speaking a little atom in their language, if they are showing clear that coming into another country with the Igbos, they will give us another problem. This where their eyes go come in.
Exactly.
And I feel that is it not better we have a country of our own that contains indigenous people that have one particular tongue. Are you getting it now?
Of course.
Now, I have studied these people. They are not good to be in a country with, because they are contributing a lot of percentage in what is happening to us. Check most of them trying to gain a Facebook followers on Facebook. You see that before they start, they want to use Igbo first, criticizing Igbo to get followers. That is what is happening. The Benin people have influenced them. So we really do not need them at all at this point in time. The DOS should get that notice. Those of them that are from there, that are genuine, that are full, that are with us in the struggle, that probably most of them, they should be part of us. If we get our freedom and they don't want to be part of their people, because their people are, you notice that their people are saboteurs, they can join us and be in our land. We are free people. We have no grudges. They can belong to any of the states, but for their people to include their land in our land, it is not acceptable, because they are crazy people. If you, there is something I study about the true reality of Adakaboro and Sarawuwa, how they betrayed our people. You understand? And at the end, I found out that it is still those they joined and fought against the Igbos that still killed them. It was General Dekule that killed Adakaboro.
Yes.
After he betrayed them. After he betrayed, but people do not know this. The only thing they do is, Agu Heroes put Adakaboro in prison. Adakaboro, when Hausa people would be general, major general, they rule Nigeria. He no come out that period for Niger Delta. Now, when an Igbo man became president, the major general, now him come out saying one struggle for Niger Delta, just to scatter Igbo man president tenor, which it was not even Aguirosi that imprisoned him. It was the court order, and it was not an Igbo man that was a chief judge that period. It was court order, and Aguirosi cannot arrest Adakaboro without that court order. It was the order was coming from court. I don't know who is telling these people no sign history. Sarawuwa where you call sit down, say, see how we go do this thing. At the end, she say this thing don't they get ahead, we don't they defeat. On the process, you went and asked Ojuku waiting go be your share after the war. Ojuku say, wait, you never finish war, you go fight war. From there, you finish and because Ojuku gives you such advice, you go lead troop from Bonny, Obasanjo enter east, lead the secret. At the end, the war where you sabotage, they give you one post. At the end, not be still them that killed you. Was there any woman that killed the Sarawuwa? He was killed in Port Harcourt at the Rumibo. So the worst part is that these people, the people who kill their heroes, they know they attack them now. Innocent people, they I just get tired of all these kind of people. It is high time we leave them behind. We don't need them because they will cause a lot of trouble. And my advice for our people is that, especially those living in Lagos, they should start sending their money outside this country. I wouldn't advise them to start coming back home and building skyscrapers at home because I foresee danger tomorrow. So that after whatever that will happen, whether it is by peace or by war, that we'll get this new country. So that it will not be that we have to go back again to start afresh. Whatever money they are making in Lagos, they should be banking it outside country. But building skyscrapers in another man's land is also not acceptable. This money are the this money you're using in building skyscrapers are money that you should be banking outside country. Not to be beautifying another people's home.
Thank you for that very information because it's very vital. But our people don't have ear, to be honest with you. They don't have ear. They don't have ear. They will see it now as an attack. You are bringing division.
No.
But that is the truth.
They should learn how to listen. See, let me make this final contribution before I go. See, there is something that our leader has done that is more vital. You see, they kidnap our leader outside country. It's the greatest mistake that the British has ever made. And the thing has brought their dignity down. It was not Nigeria government that kidnapped him. It was by the order of the British that he made between with the Nigerian government was aware, and the vice president of Kenya was the man in front of that deal. Ruto. It was not actually Kenyatta the president. The vice president was in it. That was why they made him the president. The biggest problem that the British ever had, and what they are doing now, they see that the Europeans are aware of the iniquity they've committed, and the European Union know that they are involved. There is no way they will not tell them they are not involved. What they are doing is delay tactics so that they can be able to bribe everybody that we are down. That is what you're seeing. This delay Nigerian court today. It is not a Nigerian government power. It is the British involved. They are making sure even this Tinubu that won, it was not his power. It is the British. Because when the European Union observers saw that there was the election was not free and fair and was not credible, the European Union make a statement that the election was fraud. It was still the British High Commissioner that says the election was free and fair. It is just a game.
Mazi, in terms of Nigeria election, is it British and the Europeans supposed to tell Nigerians that election is fraud? If election was fraud, is it British and all these people are supposed to rise up?
It is because it's not a country. That is why it's like that. It is not a country. Nigeria is registered as a company under Lily Liver or exchange rates in UK. But people do not know. They don't see Nigeria as country. It's a company under a British exchange rate. That is how they see us. They don't see us as country. But now we they kill ourselves, they feel say we be country, but then they don't see us like that. We are registered, we are under registration. That is why the 1914 amalgamation document has expired, and they don't want to, the British don't want to bring out the company contract to be country for so years.
Mazi.
They are refusing to bring it.
Mazi, at this point, I have stopped blaming British and the Europeans for what is going on in Nigeria. You know why? At this point, I will tell you that the British are no longer holding us down. The people that are holding us down are we by ourselves. We are the one holding ourselves down. The reason is because the British was able to make a law called human rights law. The British was able to make laws that will be protecting each country. And the British made a law that says that the country has no right to invade another country, which the world is using today. And the Nigerians will come out to recognize that they have fundamental right to vote, but they forget that they have fundamental right to demand for accountability for their leadership. Is it British citizens will come and protest for Nigerians? The answer is no. You are the one to rise and say enough is enough for your evil politician. Even the British, the first king they have, they cut his head off because they want a better nation. Japan kill more than 50,000 pastors because they have a nation. China has their own revolution because they have they need a nation. Now we are waiting for the world to be telling us there is election and malpractice in no. If we cannot rise up, we go cry till all of us die. So we will continue crying, blaming British. At this junction, I'm not blame any British.
I accept what you said. And let me tell you, our people are doing it. Our people, I'm not telling you other tribes. Our own tribe are doing it. Let me tell you, if you should set a referendum in Igbo land today, 99% will vote to go out of Nigeria. We have also died for the betterment of everybody, for everybody to go his or her own way and develop. The problem are the other tribes, which the British has used to subjugate West Africa. I have made this thing clear. We are not the reason why Nigeria has not been broken, why the British have not broken Nigeria. We Igbos are not the reason. Let me make it clear on your program, the reason, so that you know. Now, the reason why the British refuse to break Nigeria is because of North. What is in the North will build Dubai 500 times in 1 year. Will build Dubai in 500 places. That is why you see American soldiers, French soldiers for Sahara and Sahara. That is what those Northerners have, and including all Sahara countries that you cannot find anywhere in the world. Now they feel that if the Igbos go, the Hausas will say they want to go too because of what they have. That is what they call Californium in North. A gram of it, a gram are just one mode of Gary, a gram of it is 27 million pounds. And why a liter of of crude oil, of liter of fuel is 1,500, which is far bigger than, far heavier and bigger than that of 1 gram of California. And a gram of gold is 500,000 naira. If a gram of gold is 500,000 naira and 1 gram of California is 27 million, and it is only 27 million pounds, and it is only in North you can find it, my brother. The North, the British nation say they subjugate the North down so that they don't know if they even create terrorists, which is Boko Haram and Fulani harassment, so that they don't know what is in their own land and deceive them that they are going to rule. It is now that some Northerners are opening their eye, but you will not know. Northern like this man we good luck release, waiting the name.
Mustafa.
Mustafa that good luck released during his tenure, that was shouting that what is in the North is too much. It is not because of us, so it is because of the North that they will not accept to divide Nigeria. There is gold in the North. America is building car back to back, plane back to back. Is because of Ajakuta in the North. There is diamond, crystalline in the North.
Mazi, round up, please.
But they are the poorest in the whole wide world. Now they beggars. So that is it. And the British have seen it that we are the most sensible in the whole wide Africa.
No, we are not sensible, Mazi. I disagree with that one. We are not sensible at all.
Let me tell you why you have to accept it. Let me tell you why
No,
you
I
have to accept
disagree.
it.
Sensible.
Now, let me tell you. Let
Yeah,
me tell you something.
Mazi, these are the things they use. You know, when you want to get a woman, you need to be praising the woman. That is how they praise us in order to deceive us. Igbos are not sensible anything. Forget that. These are words they use to deceive us. No, I will not ask you why, Mazi. That because I have heard all these things several times, 1 million times. Igbos are the most intelligent people. Igbos are the sensible one. Here. What make them sensible and what make them wise?
Now, me and you are agitating because we believe that if we stay on our own, we'll do better. And we are making program on internet to educate our people. Do you think there are other Yoruba and Northerners doing this you're doing?
Listen, Mazi, in terms of educating people to know themselves, the Yorubas and the Fulanis, they do it better than the Igbo. Listen, like for example now, me and you know that the Fulanis destroy a lot of farmland in Igbo land. Yes. Have any Igbo person compiled the damage caused by the Fulanis to ask for damage? No. Now, when ESN was created to chase Fulani out, they killed some of the Fulani cow that was destroying the farmland. Have Fulani people compiled the damage and they asking for damage?
No.
Yes.
You paid for the damages.
The first one, the Eastern governors paid. The second one, they are in appeal now because they are claiming billions of naira now. And the case is in court. They have compiled it. That is how you know people that are sense. Sense is not all about coming to social media to make noise. Now, in 2019 or 2018, the Fulani said that their goods are threatening in the east and in the west, and they give order that they will stop supplying goods to the west and the east for 1 week. Do they carry it out?
No.
Yes, they carry it out. You go, they follow up. I follow it. After carrying it out, they still claim damage on Nigerian federal government to pay them for the carrot and onions, their goods that damage, which Nigerian government paid them. Now, the Igbo business was destroyed in Abuja. The plywood market was burned down by the Fulanis. The same thing happened in Sokoto. The Yorubas locked trade fair market without giving any notice. The same thing happened to Alaba International Market. Have any Igbo man compile any damage, any list to say this is the damage we incurred during this lockdown and all these things that the government or the state will pay? The answer is no. So what makes us sensible and intelligent? Being foolish is not regarded as intelligent. So that's why I tell you, when you come for intelligence, when you come for wisdom, Igbos are the most stupid and useless people you can count on. But when you talk about intelligent, that is the Fulanis. If the Fulanis are not intelligent, how can minority be leading you the majority? Because they were able to play you game and they defeat you, and they have more numbers. Go to the Kaduna state. Do you know that only Kano state, have more than 44 local governments? Almost each community there is a local government, because they know that politics is all about numbers. So you now that is sensible and you are intelligent, how many states do you have? 5. That reduces you to ordinary 15 senators. And out of 109 senators, the Fulani that you say they don't have sense was able to produce more than 50 senators. Are you not comparing their sense and your own? Now you are talking about the Californium that was discovered in Borno State, and Abacha and this Mustafa, they work and they harvested it, they mine it, and after mining it, they not chop the money. Today, the richest man in Africa at large is a Fulani man from the north. If he is not sensible or not, he's not intelligent, how did the Dangote become richest? Because they know that for you to do business, you need connection with politics. You need to be in power. There is something I want to let you know. You see, power, money, and education work together. The Fulani understand that once you have the power, automatically you will have the money. The Fulani understand that once you have the money, you need power to sustain it. The Fulani, for you to achieve this money and this power, you need intelligence and wisdom, which they are using to achieve it. Now, what is the position of Ndigbo in that contraption? We are keep on blaming the British, that the British positioned them and made them to be born to rule. No, I disagree with that. Why I disagree? Because I will be giving you facts and figures if I am saying Hope Uzodinma is not serving the interests of British. Hope Uzodinma is serving the interests of the North. He is a slave under another slave. That is why he is killing Nimo State in order to please the North. Ojus Okalu is under a slave for the North. Ifeanyi Uba is under a slave for the North. What is his name? Willie Odiano, Okezi Ikpeazu. All the Igbo politicians are under slave, including Chukwuma Charles Soludo, who claimed to be a professor. He's a slave to the North. That's why they cannot do something. Mention one northern man that is a slave to Igbo man. He can't see it. Now, another intelligence is we have Emir of Kano, Emir of Katsina, Emir of Kaduna. How many, if Atiku want to come to Kano State, the Emir will be in his palace. Atiku will visit everywhere. We go to that Emir palace to greet him and discuss anything in Emir's palace. Emir can never go to the government house to greet Atiku or any place. The same thing applicable to any politician that will come to Kano, Katsina, Kaduna. But the same Atiku or any politician will come to Aligbo, Obi of Onitsha, all the whole Igbo will go to Owerri to greet him. They will go to Oka to greet him. They will go to Umuahia. Where is the sensibility and the intelligence? There is no intelligence. So when you tell me British said that we are the most intelligent people, that is the word they use to deceive us. We must accept that before we will not start learning. Once you claim that you know it all, you know nothing. In terms of politics today, the whole East don't have any functioning airport. And we have people that are politicians. Now, go to the North. They have international airport. They even have a dry seaport where cargo plane will be landing, where the goods will be landing. But the East don't have it. A northern person is building refinery. Why meanwhile the oil producing state, call it River, Delta, Bayelsa, Anambra, Imo, and they don't have single refinery. Where is the wisdom and intelligence? Your intelligence, listen, any man that come out to be explaining his work is a failure. Your work should explain itself. The northern work are there. That is why if you go to the northern area now, you will see double lane tied with nylon ties. Come to Lagos, they are talking about third main bridge to have another bridge in this thing. On its head bridge to have ordinary second Niger bridge. Tukundibo complete 20 years for just second Niger bridge. Where is the intelligence? The intelligence is that the former governor of Anambra State, in the person of Willie Obiano, said that if you kill one cow, you will pay 500,000. Then if the Fulani kill you, the Fulani will pay you 500,000. Equating the head of an Igbo man to an ordinary cow, is that the intelligence? So, Mazi, when you talk about intelligence and the wisdom, Igbo man cannot be compared to a Fulani man. Igbo people cannot be compared to the Yorubas and the North. Those people are far better in terms of intelligence and the wisdom. Believe it or not, but that is the fact. I owe nobody apology. If you think otherwise, you come out, let your work speak to you. That is why Ibeto Cement was closed today till tomorrow. And the Dangote and Boa, who are northerners, are there producing everything. Igbo man have never become president, not to talk of ruling Nigeria. The North have ruled more than 3 times. The Yorubas are ruling now 2 times. The South have ruled once. The intelligent people are there, being marginalized. They are in prison in different countries. That is the only intelligent in making okite, intelligent in the rubbish. So my brother,
let me correct like 4 things.
Go ahead.
I accept all you have said. But let me tell you, let me give you 4 instances. One, there is an agreement made in National Assembly by all the senators when Ekweremadu was assistant to the head of
Deputy Senate President.
Deputy Senate President. There was an agreement that was made between them and the British and one American man like Brigade, that every single kidney, every single pass of every Nigerian, whether you're from Igbo or you're not, or you're Yoruba, belongs to harvesting them is legal, and it was passed through all the whole hospital. That was why you saw the Fulani harassment thing was rampant when you hear they were destroying farms. The main objective was not destroying farms. The main objective was to kill people and harvest their organ. That was what you saw. You also heard in at the other state where OT discovered how many bodies. They were not kidnapping them because of the want money. They were kidnapping them because of their organ. And probably people that their people notice that they have kidnapped them, they will ask for ransom so that the thing will not bring problem and collect money.
You said you want to correct some certain things. I am waiting for the things you said you wanted to correct so that I will understand.
Yes.
Because this one is not part of what you are doing.
That is number one, to let you know the reason why the Fulanis were rampaging our bushes that period. And our Igbo people were part of our senators were part of it. Now the
so what are you correcting there now? I want to understand because I didn't understand anything.
Okay, you did not understand anything there.
What are you correct? Because what I said here, you say that you have 4 things to correct, meaning that I was waiting the 4 thing I said now, because this one you are saying now, you are just adding to what I just said. Because for Ike Ekweremadu to be there and say all those things and allow all those things, it shows that he is not intelligent.
Let me correct. now, number one thing you said was that that we are marginalized.
Are we not marginalized?
It is true, but it is under lucrative agreement that our Igbo leaders accepted. Now, let me tell you, go to all the whole northern villages, forget their town, forget their state town, go to all the Yoruba villages. You will understand that their villages are worse and even more worse than the villages in Igbo land. Forget their state capital. If one cup of gari is 20 naira in Igbo land, one cup of gari is 20 naira in Yoruba land.
Na lie.
Probably,
pure lie.
You say it's a lie.
Go and make your quiet.
How much is
Goose. Many of the goose you are consuming in Igbo land are cost higher than the ones in Yoruba, because there is a seaport in Yoruba, there is an international port in Yoruba. Containers land directly in Yoruba. I know you use Gary to give an example, but do you know that and if an Igbo man send container from China with $5,000 and they land in Lagos, from Lagos to send it to East, which will be another more than $10,000. And do you expect somebody that is selling in Lagos to be selling the same price in the East? So, my brother, you have to round up. We are not here to make arguments. I was waiting for you to give me some.
Yes.
You have to round up because we have you have spent almost. Let others. You have spent 32 minutes, please.
The matter of that people, I'm still letting you know that all these things was under agreement. They do not want to know that they had a plan to exclude Igbos in so many things, but the Igbos bypass a lot of things. Like in an area where they gave them 20 pounds, individually they bypassed a lot of things. There are lesser hunger Igbos than that of the Yorubas and
Mazi, I will allow you to go so that others will come, because you have already made your point and I appreciate it. We are not. You are just repeating what I just said, because you made the business, you succeed. Israel was welcome as a refugee in Palestine. Today they have conquered the Palestine. So
yeah, that is what I want you to understand.
Mazi,
they conquered Palestine. Well, the reason of conquering Palestine is the people.
Mazi, I will call it a day. Allow others to talk.
Just give me 1 minute.
Round one up, Biko.
Let me tell you something. The conquering of Palestine, the Israelis did not subjugate Palestinians in any form of what our people are passing through in Nigeria. These Palestinians accepted the Israelites and the Israelites accepted them. Go to Israel, you see that major Palestinian workers, major people working in Israel are more of Palestinians. Now, let me tell you the problem that is happening between the Palestinians and Israel are the terrorists created by the British and America, which are Hamas.
Mazi, sorry to cut you here. You don't know. Sorry to say this. History between Israel and Palestine is deep. Listen, the owners of the land are Palestinian, and Israel are like the Fulanis. So when Israel came there to seek refuge, I cannot welcome you in my house as a visitor. All of a sudden, you turn and chase me out of my house. You are a criminal. So when you talk about terrorists here, the people that are terrorists here are the Israel. Simple as that. Thank you, Mazi, for your wonderful contribution. I will leave you here. Mba, a lot of time have been taken. I have to do other things. I am sorry, Mazi. We have to focus on another thing. Thank you for your wonderful contribution. I am at on of now, because I'm will let them kosi. before they call Abata. Let me start from that place. The place in Neku, Donald told me, I may understand that what I'm here. There are some things in Neku here. Knowing the people you are fighting. I know when we see some of our brothers from coastal region talking about Biafra, it's a credit to us. But at least let the majority of them, at least, even if it is 50-50, it is considerable. Now, but the major thing, Biafra as a nation has what it takes to be giving Nigerian government a condition. Biafra as a people has everything it takes to be giving the United Nations, everybody, order on what they want. And what is that thing that Biafrans have? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't be suffering if the coastal region are truly inside what we are doing. We don't need to beg any person for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release if truly the coastal region are part of what we are doing, because the oil that is sustaining the nation is in Biafra land, and the people that give the federal government the power to be taking the oil free of charge are the Ijaw nation, Ijaw people, and you don't want us to say it. Please have a caller here. Mazi, please turn down your listening device.
Yeah. Yes, what you are saying, you are right in a way. I will not say you are 100% right.
Abụ mmadụ na ndị 100% right abụrụ m Chukwu na mana abụ mmadụ ekwechighị omidi ịpụta ihe esi m na ndị 100% right mụ na ga-ese okwu mfụgasị onye ile.
Right. Don't you understand? We are just working towards perfection. None of us are perfect.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
So,
yeah, when you watch what is happening, is too appalling. It's too appalling that one side are bearing the rot. Our people that they are killing, both our businesses and every other damn thing is happening in our place. Sometimes when I listen to our leader broadcasts and I listen to other people how they fight for their liberation and their every damn thing, I'll see the percentage of other people. When we are thinking that we will have 70% or 50 or 30% from that side, I think we are doing a mistake.
We don't have up to 1%. We don't have up to 1%.
Okay, I would think that we are doing even 15%.
When
you watch those that liberate America, I think they are just 15% or less than. Even South Africa, the same thing. I do understand, the same thing. That's why when I watch everything, this thing you are saying, I have been saying it. But why I pipe low, and I will not say what you are doing is not right or is right, is that referendum that our leader put in the front, that let people decide where they want to belong to. That is that is only thing that always like to soft my mind in a way. Let people use their hand and do what? Decide where they will. Yeah. When people decide where they will be.
I love that word. Mazi, sorry to interrupt you. Please, pardon me. Sorry to interrupt you. But before the referendum, it is people that will show interest that they want a referendum. By at least 40% we disagree with 60%. 60% we disagree with 40%. That is where referendum come in. But when everybody is one side, you don't need to call for referendum because they are in one side. So if you check what is going on now, you see that the non-Igbo speaking are one side. They are not there is no division like when you come now. We have the like of Dave Umahi say that Ebonyi is not Biafra. Then you will see a lot of Ebonyans that came out to say that we are Biafran, and you see that majority of Ebonyi are Biafrans. In other words, when those people now, you see that their people have called for a referendum, but bring it to the other people. There is no one saying that they are not a Biafran. I mean, they are a Biafra. All of them are one Nigeria. That is where you cannot call for a referendum. Will be given when people are coming out to call for it. So before we reach the stage of a referendum, let them show the interest that no one happen and follow there. At least 20% of them, 20% is okay. That is my own.
I said I understand you perfectly. I understand you perfectly. There is one thing I want to put here now, because it has what our leader used to say. He said propaganda. Can you handle propaganda? Can you handle propaganda? Our leader always like to put those things in the front.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Mm.
In the life of Edwin Clark has been the person that even worked against the Biafran.
Exactly.
During 1967 to 70. And Edwin Clark are still standing as one of their leader. One of the leader. Do you understand?
Mm.
So in the life of Edwin Clark saying that three states are not supposed to be in Niger Delta. You know, he called Ondo State, he called Abia and Imo State, that they are not supposed to be in the Niger Delta. Let me tear this thing now, that where it will be, well, some people will understand how this Niger Delta were formed. By who? By Olusegun Obasanjo. When they are campaigning for this Niger Delta, they met ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo. Obasanjo told them that when they take it to the red chamber, to the Senate, that they will not win. Now told them there is other states that are what the same with them. Both their DNA and other things, that they have to do what? They have to encroach. Let me use that word, encroach, and call their cousin, the Abia and the Imo. By then, the oil in Anambra State, people are not yet confirming it, but they are taking it through pipeline, through underground. Do you understand? The one that has surfaced already. They say, okay, let's take Ondo, let's take Abia and Imo State. So let them go to the Red Chamber. By then, late Okadibo, Oyi of Oyi, was the Senate president. This is the meeting they did in Aso Rock.
Yes.
They now consult the Abia, Imo, and Ondo State. They now go to the Red Chamber and lobby, and Okadibo passed the bill. Okadibo is the man that passed this bill. This Edwin Clark we are saying, Okadibo passed that bill. They became the Niger Delta. And before they agree to put all these states in Niger Delta, they say Abia, being the AB, will first produce the governor or the president of Niger Delta, which they give to Onyema Ugochukwu from Umuahia. Onyema Ugochukwu is the first chairman or president or whatever of the Niger Delta. Onyema Ugochukwu was there for 4 years. He was there for 4 years before he contests for governor with T.A. Oji. T.A. Oji now rig himself in through Oji Zokalo. Do you understand? Now rig himself in through Oji Zokalo. So the Abia, Imo, Edo vote to have that Niger Delta that they are talking today in I will not call it Halo Chamber, in a red carpet devil chamber. Do you understand? So when you see Edwin Clark coming out talking from the both side of his mouth, he's doing a mistake. And when you go to that Niger Delta Commission, you will see how Sam and Fulani man are working there. Do you understand? Fulani and Hausa man are working there. People from other places are working in that Niger Delta Commission. When you from Rumuala coming, you will see their secretariats before Education Board in Port Harcourt. That was where they put the head of the Niger Delta in Iguacha. In Iguacha. After Onyemugochukwu left there, they now bring somebody from Bayelsa. Bayelsa now came. This is how they doing it rotation to all that 9 states that make up to Niger Delta. Do you understand? By then, Peter Obi tried to fix the next regime. Peter Obi tried to bring Anambra in the Niger Delta because there's oil in Anambra. By then, there were Anambra and Kogi. We are having a conflict. They are having a conflict. And they kill many people. And this Kogi and Anambra are the same DNA, are the same people. Our own people in Kogi. Do you understand? They start to quench that fire. But because of, they don't want us to be one people, they now take some side of the oil well and give to Kogi. Exactly what they did between Imo State and River State and Iguacha in this hope uzodinma. They now take oil well from Ebema, place from Ebema and the Uguta and some side from Obricom and give to River State during weekend. Hope uzodinma cannot play that politics to get that oil well back. As you are now, you are answering Mazi Achebe. I have the same father with you. You will be in River State, I will be in Imo State. We have the same king of Ebema. This is what happened there. Do you understand? This is what happened there. And again, when you watch what is happening today in the world, we follow what is happening and what has happened last. After the Second World War, the Germans will told you that they are Greece. They are not German. Because the world are looking onto them to pour them spit and to take rotten tomato and pest on their head and everywhere. A person like Trump father, when he came to America, he did not agree that he's a German. These are Jewish German. They did not agree. They agreed that they are Greece. A lot of people deny their identity because they do what? They want them. And that is exactly things that are happening in our place today. Because we lost the war. I hate when people will come and tell you we did not lose the war. It's no victor, no vanquish. We lost the war. And they have a policy. They stampede things, how they will work on us to make sure that we will never be one people again. I don't know whether you understand.
Mazi, try to round up so that others will come in. But I have a question for you, please.
Go ahead and ask me the question.
First of all, are you from River State?
I'm not from River State.
But you are part of the Niger Delta.
I'm part of the Niger Delta.
I heard that
I'm a strong IPOB member, family member up to today.
Okay. Now, I heard that the individuals that are Niger Delta, those that the state that made up Niger Delta, they are paying them, I think, 65 to 70,000 monthly. Are you receiving that money from the?
Those things they told you is illusion. They are not giving that money. Do you understand? If you can remember when Godswill Akpabio was heading the Niger Delta as a minister of Niger Delta, you see when they fought, you see everything, the looting and everything. They just put that commission to be looting. They put that commission to be looting. That commission are not to benefit. That commission are to do what? To put away for division.
Okay.
To put away for division. because somebody like Isaac Boro Park, Boro Park, Isaac Boro fought for Niger Delta nation.
Yes.
I don't know whether you understand.
Yes,
when
I
you
understand.
check that history, that's why Obasanjo now bring that Niger Delta back. Obasanjo is the one that brought that Niger Delta back. And today, some of your brother and my brother will tell you that they are Delta Igbo. Who bring the Delta Igbo is Babangida. When do we start hearing Delta State? Is through Babangida. I was born there. I'm almost finishing. I have written my first school living certificate then. When Babangida were there, through Mary and Babangida. But today, somebody that have never answered. Before we have what they call Midwest, that they cut out from the West, Mendel. But today, you will hear somebody will tell you that I'm a Delta Igbo. He tell you that I'm a Delta Igbo.
I have a lot of them here.
Yes, that is the division. And our brother Patrick Ike will still come and tell you there is nothing like that. I do understand. There is nothing like that. That's why this referendum, we will keep on the percentage we are having in the other side. We will keep on doing it. I do understand. We will keep on doing it, and you keep on doing what you are doing. We have fought for all these things for many years. We have some governors that came in Iguacha, in River State. They stopped giving us C of O. They stopped giving us C of O. When Amechi even comes, start talking in the both side of his mouth that he will do what? He will restore the abandoned property, which our leader have said. We have forgiven this abandoned property because when you check this abandoned property, my own father get his own house in North. The houseman did not sell my father's house. Our people get their own house. Unless Ekwe get his own house in Lagos. Why will be our own cousin that ration our own house, our own properties? My uncle has 65 Ebejombo Street in Azikiwe. We lost that house. I don't know whether you understand.
Exactly.
Our own cousin collected our own thing, but people that are strangers surrendered our own properties to us. There is much on those things. I don't know whether you understand.
Why not?
Maybe next time you are coming about this issue, I will be live with you. You will invite me, I will be live with you. Then we will deliberate it. People will be calling in. We now start telling them some things. We cannot stop. Do what you are doing. I will not say you are not right.
Ndewo nwa Chineke. Ndewo.
Carry on.
Ndewo nwa Chineke. Ama m na iwu nwa Chineke mana m jiri ọnụ m kwuo na iwu nwa Chineke ọ dịzie ka mana azachitele gị, so I have to do what I need to do. Now, our brother Emego explain a lot of things, but o nwere ebe mgbado mgbọrọgwụ, because ebe ahụ mgbadoro ụkwụ ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu na-asị na ebe nwata na-ebe akwa alụ aka na nne ya lenya nne ya nọrọ ya, and anya nwata na-adịkarị n'ebe ọ tụtụtara ego mgbe ọbụla ọ na-agafe ebe ahụ. Karagod, I greet you. Ndewo nwa Chineke. Now the question now bụ, they care the benefit of the Niger Delta oil, care the benefit that we have oil in our land. The masses are suffering. We cannot even use the oil to get our freedom. The oil is enough. Oil we have in Biafra land is enough tools we can use to draw a referendum faster. The resources we have in our land is already enough for us to be giving condition to any person, instead of us start to cry, marginalize you, we are one. One name me another me jiru achiru. Those that know me know me. Some will say I am forming. It's not forming. So why will I be looking for your face? The real problem we are facing today to get Biafra is not even Fulani. Fulanis are not holding us. The British are not holding us. What is holding us are the people that we are fighting the Biafra with. Who is protecting pipeline for the Fulani to have an oil well in Biafra land? Who are the people dying on the daily basis for somebody in Kaduna, somebody in Jigawa to come and own oil in Biafra land? Who are the people protecting the oil? They are the Ijo people. They are the Ijo Kalabari people. Tompolo is giving a contract. So how can somebody be protecting a pipeline for a Fulani, for one Nigeria, and you turn and you tell me that we are fighting for Biafra restoration? You tell me that these people are part of us. Let Tompolo and his boys, Asare and his boys, Eteketom and his boys, move out of that pipeline and give condition for a referendum. Give the Nigeria government 2 years, a referendum will be conducted in that contraption. But the reason, a lot of things, we are dying every day, we are shouting every day, and it seems that nothing is going, is because the same people we are fighting, we are claiming that they are Umuchineke. One bingo will tell me, do you know how many of them in ESN? They are the one guiding pipeline without using it to ask to get what they want. Now, how do you intend to move? That is why I say it is better for us to come for the Igbo nation. We have the Igbo nation. Ikwere is an Igbo. Of course, Anyoma is an Igbo. Of course, Obibo is an Igbo. Of course, Abo is Igbo. Of course, Ibanke, they are Igbos. We know what we are doing. You don't need to say River State. No. You don't need to say Bayelsa State. No. Call it by the name and you select your people. The same way they cut them join that state is the same way we are going to cut them out. But when I say this, so many of them don't even know how to pronounce my name. Or Anichebe, in case you don't know the meaning of my name. Anichebe, in as far as you can't do me anything. I'm going to figure them. That is why you've been now with authority on one. We must tell them the truth. We don't need to beg court to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu where you have what you take to release him. You march. Asawana, wana, Asawana, wana, Asawana, Iwana, Ijo, yeah. They are in Imo State killing our people. They are the one in the pipeline guard. They are the one helping the Fulani to marginalize us. Now, how will you now tell the world that you are part of these people? How will you now present them as one person? Of course, they have their national cake. With their own share, they are getting it. Where is your own share? Wike is in Abuja today, gallivanting, FCT minister, in Egono Nebuba, on a day. When you say Igbos are intelligent, all those trash is not something I will look into, because where is the intelligence? Having 5 states. Where are you when others were having more states? How can you open your eyes? Igbo people will be cut into other nations, other states, without you planning to make sure that every of Igbos are in different states. The Igbos in the River State, especially with their own state, can you have that state, or Bulibo state, cut all these people out? But we didn't do it. I am as of freedom. 1% cannot decide for them until we are in charge of our land, draw our boundary, make your things in a way, lady. After we draw that, now you might, yes, you have a road to your freedom. Because here in trouble, freedom. The question now is, can you tell the world that here is your boundary? Why those people are not in accord with you? The answer is no. There are some certain things you need to do. Which number one of it is knowing whom, where people you are fighting with. Knowing the place you are fighting with. And adding a job people to this Biafra restoration is a big mistake we are making. And it will be like when Lord Lugard created Nigeria, and after the amalgamation, Nigeria got their independence in 1960. 1967, war broke out because there is no oneness. They are not in one. They are not accord. They are not together. They did not agree to it. If we now use the majority, because when you say referendum, even when the whole Ijaw people voted against Biafra, only the Igbos vote for Biafra, we will conquer, we will win. So automatically they will fight against it when you declare the nation. Are you not aware of it? Automatically there will be a war. To prevent all this nonsense not to happen, you need to put the map in order. In this IPOB we are doing, Ghana your IPOB meeting, draw people not at your zone, and when only Shekiri not there. The answer is no. There's no, I have not seen a Shekiri man in IPOB. Oblu no when I was zone, many had it. The whole Italy, there is no any Ishekiri man I have come across in Italy here. Urobo, yes. I have seen Urobo 2 or 3 persons from Urobo. But how can 2 or 3 decide for the whole Urobo? Is it possible? Or not possible? In Achigwamna, these people are freedom fighters. They are with us. In Achigwam that now oil, the Niger Delta oil, when you stop the pipeline not to flow, when you stop the government not to be carrying oil, they will not hear your condition. When you give them condition to draw the oil, you think they will not listen to you. Now, when you are making peace, you can't get freedom when you are at peace with your enemy. MAP, one in the land, because you are living in peace. You don't need you don't need to go. You need the freedom because there is no peace. You are looking for peace. That is why you don't need to be at peace with your enemy. But look at the Niger Delta guiding a pipeline from for Emir of Kaduna. Look at the Ijaw bingo. Look at the Ijaw man guiding a pipeline. And the Igbo should stop defending people. When Asari came out to say that he have killed the Igbo, I told our people that if the Ijaw people and the Kalabari people are not behind him, let them come out to condemn what he said. But I didn't see them. They go, they stand, the people that condemn it are the same Igbo people, because Anioma is Igbo. We had one of our brother, very, very, very strong from Anioma. Judo Kafo is from Anioma. He's an Igbo man. In IPOB, very strong. I know how many have friend, but he's an IPOB member. But when any Kalabari Pota condemn Asari, the answer is no. The people whom they are not condemned is Igbo. But his people did not condemn him. When Yole Doche from Anambra, it's an Anambra man. When he Zuzu, Mbo Zuzu against Rufai, do you see how Igbo people condemn him? Even Yoruba people, no Yoruba person have condemned Yole Doche. Go and check. For that stupid comment made by Yole Doche, the people that condemn Yole Doche don't have mania front and back. All of them are Igbos. There is no single Yoruba that condemn Yole Doche. Do you know reason? Because the Igbos are against that evil Yole Doche vomited with his mouth. That is to show Igbo have already passed message that we are not in support of this boy in what he just said. That is a clear message. When Asari did his own, how many of his people come out to disassociate them from what Asari is doing? That is to tell you that their silence means that they agree with Asari Tukumbo. And up to today, the people shouting Asawana in Imo State are the same Asari boys from Ijaw. So why are you telling me that we are one? Why are you telling me that there will be no big problem in the future? What is telling? Can you somebody give me a picture that will show that there will be a very big fat problem by bringing non-speaking Igbo in a Biafra? This Biafra continue. Ojukwu failed because he think that he is with them, and they allowed the Nigerian military to pass through their place to enter our place to conquer us. Without them, Nigeria will not conquer us. Without them sabotaging Ojukwu by allowing their border for Nigerian to pass, Nigerian military to pass, they will not defeat Biafra. The Calabar has agreement with Ambazonia to block to use hunger to kill Ndigo. There was food coming to Calabar as of then, coming to them. When you ask them, they say, oh, Biafra, where Biafra come, they kill them, they conquer them. Who tell you that thing? That is Nigeria did it. Till today, when you see their people speak, you will see the hatred and the bitterness in them. That's why I say Igbo should stop protecting them that they are what we are, they are among us. Let their people speak for themselves. They are not bad. When you say it, come to my boss. And we can watch something here. They can copy and just make it idiot. Say I'm a John, you copy. You know nothing. We need to face reality. Facing reality is telling the truth. Imagine the Fulani, we have the oil, and they will not be using it to give condition on what they will achieve. What did the Fulani has that they are using to give to control the whole entire Nigeria, that make them to born to rule? It's because of the gold and the California that give the Fulani the potential powers they are using today to control Nigerians. The one you have, you are using it to make sure that you subject your people and subdue your people to become a slave. And a lot of people, I know, a lot of you are afraid to say what I am saying because you have a friend from there. Your wife might be there. But if you love that your wife, tell her that your people are not doing it well. Tell that your friend the truth. That will make him or her to do more, to double his or her hustle, to wake his people up. We, the Igbos, speaking for them. We, the Igbos, speaking for them shows that what they are doing is right. It reduces us before them. It reduces, one, our integrity before them. Two, it makes us to lose our respect before them. Three, it makes them to think that we cannot do without them. Four, it will give them upper hand to rule and control us. That is why some of them will come out to tell you that Igbo land is landlocked. Are you mad? What do you know? What is the meaning of landlocked? What do you know that is landlocked? Omuabu MAP Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. Ajalam Kamfirugi. You will hate me, I know. But guess what? I don't know if you're existing. The most important thing is that I tell you that truth, that we are running away. I don't come here to tell you what you want to hear. I come here to tell you that thing you need to hear. Until Igbo learn how to stop copying other and have the thing of their own, what they can say, this is my copyright. This is their own. Come to the Igbo culture and the Igbo way of living. Igbos are living, abandoning their self, claiming to be Israel. How do you relate to Israel? That mentality of bringing yourself down before any other thing. Now, Igbo is about to be claiming America. Who did this to us? Freedom is not by force. You don't tell people to be a part of what you are doing by force. Once you tell them, Alpha, we need to do this, they say we are not interested. You leave them. Give them the reasons why they need to wake up. Give them the reasons why they need to be part of what they are doing. If they refuse and choose to be slaves, you leave them. Let them know that you can do without them. Let them know that Igbo land can be more great. Go to Ireland, go to Norway, go to Austria. If you think that what is happening is not paining a lot of our people, no, it is paining person like me. It hurt me to when I see people and say, oh, we are fighting for Biafra. Ishekiri are fighting for Biafra. How? Your zone in IPOB, the place we are going meeting, how many Ishekiri people not there? How many job person on your own zone? Use your zone to know other people's place. And if they are not in your zone, they are one or they are not. That is how ESN is. Because if their people cannot go for ordinary meeting, is it to die and their people are going to do for the Biafra restoration? The answer is no. Their people choose to guide pipeline. Asawana, wana, asawana, wana. Yababu onye Igbo. Agbawu no ndi Igbo oku. Onye Igbo apụtachi gị na gị na ha bụ ofu. That is mental slavery. That is stupidity. Onzuzu ka ọ bụ to me. That is why you unu. Ateketom is being celebrated as a king today. All my boys. Asari Tukubo has a private military company. What is private military company? A company that train military privately for maybe Niger need soldiers, what will I call it? Missionaries. If Niger need missionaries, then they are about to go war. They can approach Asari. Alpha, we need 10,000 men. We need 10,000 men. Asari will calculate, okay, each man here, because the journey you are going, them is death or life. You will say them, you are calculating it. Their life cost, each person cost you 10 million. Now, times that to 1,000, Asari will collect it and they pay the people maybe 33 million and pocket the rest and send the 10,000. If they come back, good for them. If they don't come back, then die throw away. That is a very good lucrative business. You are shouting today that a Wagner group from Russia is in Niger. Is Wagner group? Are you not aware that Wagner group is a private military company for Putin? Are you not aware? That is the contract they give to Asari Tukumbo. And that is why he is using his boys to kill in Imo State, in Igbo. But you can't see Asari Tukumbo killing a German. You can't see Asari Tukumbo killing Urobo person. You can't see Asari Tukumbo killing Ishekiri, Efik, Ogoja, and the rest. The only people Asari Tukumbo kill is Igbo people. And when he speak, the Igbo people will say, oh, Ija people are not part of what Asari is doing. Kalabari people are not part. Is he your father that is part of what Asari is doing? If his people is not part. Is he your father that is defending Asari? That is defending the Ijo people, defending the Shekri. Is he your father and your mother that are recruiting to be doing Asawana, Wana in Imo State? It's not your father, which means their people are in support. Allow their people to speak in a habolo also. They are not bad. We must tell people the truth. And Andalusia man non abang no pia plan. I got on a million chabanya. Everybody is afraid to speak. Oh, Mazi, don't speak. You are causing division. Yeah, you wiser than Mazi Namdekanu. I want Mazi Namdekanu have labor. They are destroying it. I asked him, Mama, no, not but a lot of things are getting me angry. I apologize for that. But we need to embrace the truth. We need to embrace the truth. Because in this journey of Biafra restoration, if we cannot tell ourselves the truth, we cannot say this truth to ourselves, how do we expect the nation to be restored? We will keep on creating awareness. Keep on creating awareness. Onye kugide kegwe onakpo as he have that one don't become sabo. Na sabo you don't be now. You don't go inside. You know they talk about Biafra again. After 1 month, you forget about the person. New person will come up. As of 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you see the face you are seeing as an IPOB media warrior you are seeing now. You are not even the people that was IPOB media warriors. They are not even broadcasting again. If you want to mention their names, they are not broadcasting again. New face have taken over. And if we continue like this without hitting the nail on his head, without telling the truth, very soon our own will go, another people will come. As the more we delay, the more Igbo people will go down. The people that are dying are the Igbos. On every blessed day, ndị Igbo na-anwụ carry more than 100 on every blessed day. Combined together, the Igbo that is going down on a daily basis are more than 100 in the name of this Biafra struggle. Ha na-anwụ na ESN, ha na-anwụ as an IPOB, ha na-anwụ as an Igbo man. Now, how do you intend to tell the West, the international communities, that you are being marginalized when you are carrying South people as part of you, and the South people are fully represented in the government? Their own share is given to them. Then you tell them, when you reach there, you now use the word Igbo. But when you ask, you say you are fighting for Biafra, where is your band? You include those that are collected their national cake. They will not listen to you. These are some of the reasons why when you mention Biafra to them, they will just leave you and walk out, because you have not drawn your boundary, you have not played your card, you have not drawn your map well. You need to go back to your drawing table to make it look the way it's supposed to look. Do you know that some of the like what I asked that our brother, the 65,000. The 65,000 I asked, do you know that they are paying it to Ijo and the Shekiri people? Why I ask him? Because I know that it's not paid to the Igbo speaking that are the river lines. Like Ikwere people are not receiving that money. Obibo people are not receiving it. Anyoma people are not receiving it. Agbo people are not receiving it. Ibanke are not receiving it. But the Shekiri are receiving it. Kalabari are receiving it. Are you not aware? Even when you are included in their state, you are not the same. So how do you expect them that is receiving their own share from the government to pay attention to you? Do you think that if their people are not receiving it, Tompolo will be guiding pipeline? Do you think that Tompolo is guiding that pipeline for in vain? No. It's for his people, because his people are benefiting. Go to the north. A lot of you will say, North are suffering. North are suffering. They are poor people. North are not suffering. If the federal government present that is in the north, 1/4 of it come to Alibu, you will know that what is in the north. The population, do you know that most of it, when you say north, Niger, the entire Niger is being, these are the places they are developing. They are laying foundation for their future. They know that Nigeria cannot last forever. They are planning ahead. The same way the white people plan 50 years ahead. The North are planning ahead. They use California to get power. They get everything they want. But you are there. We are one. We are Jew. We are Jewish. But that is okay from me. You do have the boldness. You don't have the bold to tell the truth like me. You can only come out and try, but you can't be me. A lot of you cannot even comment, knowing fully well, deep inside your mind, that what Maza Chebepol is saying is pure truth. But because you know that if you comment, your people will see your comment, you refuse to comment and they uphold what I am telling, to tell you that I am doing a great job. You can't say it because of fear. Rather, I'm na phone. I know a lot of you. Cowardice is what you are doing is great. Keep it up, but you can't speak. Mazi, write down. Kita la chaganya. Mazi, write down, but you can't come out to be bold enough to show, because of take care personal. But when others join hands and speak out, it will yield good fruit. what I am doing is for the benefit, for the betterment of Ndi Igbo and the Biafrans at large. If the people of Ijo, Urobo, Ishekiri, if these people start calling their sons and daughters to leave that pipeline, you don't need to tell beg Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye koba geji ya iyo. You need the legal condition near date. By this time, he put a news release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before on the 18th of November. Fail to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything you see, you will face it. They know what they will see because the military don't have the ball to go in. It is your land. You know the corner not there. But that is why they bring the indigenous people. They now paid the Shekiri, the so-called Ijo youth, the so-called people you say they are Biafran, to protect the pipeline. How will you not penetrate? Keki Gejibani. Obu AK-47, Blue AK-47. You can yempo. Oh no, Nabi Nadia, Oga forget the fear. He will see you because amount to spies before you come in. Oh no, chegeche. You see it. Okay, what? I'm gonna put here because I could go 2 hours. The link is there. You have 10 minutes because today I always play ball. A lot of you knows that. Another man high there. Because I will not be disturbing myself too much again. Because some people, the link in there. And the number to call is +39 35 12 957752. It's also on the screen. Before Randoya up. Because we are here to preach the gospel truth. +39 35 12 957752. The number is there on the screen. Call in and tell us what you think about Ndi Igbo, about this Shekiri. Makachi, that statement Igbos are Jew is an insult to my great-grandfathers. Osi, that is the truth. Claim if I say America is we from America. We are America in America munka. If we build ourselves, others will now be crying and dying to trace their root to us. Not we tracing anything. We are the origin. We don't migrate anywhere. We are not immigrants. Israel today you are seeing is an immigrant. The real owners of that land is Palestine. The real owners have been killed. Then Palestine take over. Then Ibiaibam na Ibu Jew. Guinea and Ife Jew. We are Oduduwa. We are Bini. We are this. We are Idu. We are this. We are this. Stop claiming all those things. Tell the people the truth. Okay, what? If we are not back on then I told you. We have a caller here.
MP Ezokubondo.
Ndewo nwa Chineke.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, nwa Chineke. You are welcome to the program.
Ihe dị ya bụ ndị be anyị amaghị ụdị game a na-akụ n'ụwa. Ndị be anyị amaghị n'ụwa bụ game ka a na-akụ. Takia ka a na-akụ n'ụwa, but ndị be anyị dị too much emotional.
Maazị gwa anyị afa gị na ebe isi akpọ.
Ya na-ekwu bọsa ka nwa mama. Ịghọtago?
humble student a na-akụrọ mmiri eji m na obodo anyị na-akpọ nwanne mmadụ ndị be anyị ga-ebugodo ụzọ chụpụ dis emotional anyị ga-enwe kọntrol ya na ndị ojii niile sọsọ ndị na-enwere ya bụ ndị na-atacha ile eti ị na-aghọta so ndị ojii na-agwakwa gị ndị ojii niile ihe niile nwere ojii na-arụ ha ma ndị Sri Lanka ma ndị Bangladesh ma ndị Somalia ma ndị Congo ihe niile bụ ndị ojii sọsọ ndị na-enwere datin bụ ndị na-atacha ile eti onye eji eme jọmbụ justice n'ala Igbo ejide onye na-eji osisi akpọrọ ya jebe obi eke beta ọ bụrụ nwanna egbuo ya ọ bụrụ onye ofe ya kpọrọ ya jewe obi eke ọ bụrụ nwanna akụgbuo ya na Aba kụgbuo ya n'Ọnịcha ma ndị ji Baịbụl ha adọbazia Baịbụl chọbata ya ma ndị si na ihe siri ike mgbe nka ị ga-afụ na fuel ha da-akọzi ị na-aghọta ndị be anyị dị too much emotional ndị be otu efukwara asarị dọgụbọ na-emekwa girigirigiri ọ na-eme mbọsọ ọ bụrụ na ọ bịakwa kịta tinyekwa flag Biafra n'azụ si ọhịa Biafra ihe ị ga-afụkwa bụ ndị be anyị ejibe ụmụ Chineke nwa Chineke ha nye bịa tọlọ amadụ na nghọta and that omume bụkwa ma ndị na-achị ma anyị nwa na-achị nwere daka omume ihe fụrụ ọjọ ụzọ Kalụ ji bee akwa na parliament ihe a bụkwa dati enweghị emotional control ị na-ege m ntị.
Exactly, the word is listening, Mazi.
Otu ọjọ ụzọ Kalụ si bekwa akwa na parliament thousands of ndị be anyị ga-ebekwa oduru akwa ha akwa ịfụrụ nke a na-akpọ ateze n'ugbo nke si na ndị ugwu mere ya ihe ọ bụ ihe mbụcha mentality iberibe ma nke katọ na ji na-awa ngwanụ trailers o ji efi akwa mmịa ihe mbụcha iberibe mentality ma nke na-achọ Imo steeti hope ụzọ dị njọ ọdịsi nke si na ọchịchị nke enyere ya ka mmadụ ga-abịa na nwa ya ọchịchị nke Chineke nyere ya ka mmadụ ga-abịa na ya mgbe ị na-eme ọdịsins ha na-abụ unu bụ pụwa doze a ga-apụta n'ime afịa a ga-enwe chairman na Alaba ofu onye ndị ofe akpọ ofu onye banyere si ya na-achọpụta ime onye ọzọ chairman bifo oyiloyita akụnye ha akpa yasa ha azọbazia chairman azọ na Lagos zọba eze azọ na Ghana zọba eze azọ na Malaysia zọba eze azọ na Singapore zọba eze azọ na Italy zọba eze azọ na be nna gị zọba eze azọ na be nna m akwefunyere iberibe so ndị be anyị the way anyị eche echiche nna m amarọ m ka ọba anụ nnama na nna fekwụsịgodi ịta anụ nnama for 2 years egodi na 2 years onye ọbụla ribegodi vegetable rapụgodi ihe dị n'anụ ka anyị mara ka bren ọganachite ịghọtagodi ya ndị be anyị na-akpụkọ ọkpọkwutu ụmụọcha ndị okwu ga-adị good ọ ga-adị good ọ na-eme anyị affect oke lukat ihe otu ndị kedu afa nwoke a jebere igwe ọcha jee gụba n'ọnwa ike ka a ga-eso anya nwa odo ịmana ọ bụrụ na nwa ike kwetara na ọ bụ onye be anyị ha karịa ije gụba ya n'ọnwa ike ka a ga-eso mana ihe mere ha ji je gụba ya n'ọnwa ike ka a ga-eso bụ because of na nwa ike na-asị na ọ bụrụ onye Igbo ọ sị na ọ bụ onye Igbo n'ụtụtụ oru n'abalị ọ sị na ọ bụrụ onye Igbo the same thing with Amechi sị na ọ bụ onye Igbo n'ụtụtụ oru n'abalị ọ sị na ọ bụrụ onye Igbo dịka na-ajọzi ya ayọ ajụbe Sọnde Orisa ajọ katọn Sọnde Orisa na-abụ ajụbeghị ajụ ọsị I'm not Igbo who cares nna m onye chọrọ ịma who cares ma ị bụ onye Igbo ma ị bụrụ onye Igbo ọ ndị sọtọ ndị Igbo bụ ndị na-achọ ndị nke ha na na-achọ ndị nke anyị na-achọ ndị nke anyị hapụrụ ka ndị nke unu tọpụ unu
exactly ka achọka na anyị ndị abeke na-akwa ka ịgwa ha kọndishọn ha ga-eji wee nachiete Maazị evunu na Baịbụl prodigal son bịa chọọ nne ya wee nachiete ọ bụrụ nne ya chi ya wee gaba
otu ikwu ya ka ọ dị nwanne mmadụ oge ọbụla ndị be anyị na-achọ ọja ihe eji achọ kwụwakwa oge ọbụla a na-achọ ma a ga-achọ na Ọgbete a na-achọ na Akwata ma a ga-achọ na Meduguri a na-achọ na Bauchi ma a ga-achọ na be kedafa vileji una a na-achọ na vileji anyị vileji ọbụla a na-achọ and datin na-ebeta anyị ego a na-eji datin na-ebeta anyị ego and mmadụ ekwesịrị na-adị ka ọnụ akọrọ ya ịghọtagodi ya and anọdatin na-emekwa ndị be anyị bụ ihe nchọkwa ka ndị be anyị wepụ ịkọ ọnụ ịfụrụ ịnụ nwaanyị one ịta ijala ole eri nne ụlọ ole ka ị nwe na moto ịgbara nsị ka ị ka na-agbakwa na ụlọ ịkabikwa ka unu kabi ụmụ ịkọ ọnụ ndị a na-enube di na-enube nwaanyị na-ejike echibega eji ebe onye
all this thing called Zuzu Puna race. Are you with me?
You're gone, not Ganiru.
Onye ka ọnụ nga ihe a na-egwu kịta ịmana ebe mma na-eweta nọ tụjere ọhịa ịmana ebe papa eweta nọ tụjere ọhịa tụjekwara ya ndị mmụọ tụjere ya ndị mmadụ ha nụrụ olu m na apanyasa na-eme anyị afet too much oge ọ dị ka na strọgụl anyị nọ kịta strọgụl anyị nọ unu ma na a na-achọgoro ihe ọbụla na-eme obere ihe na-eme ndị be anya na-agasa onye mee nwere na famili nọ na-egbu n'ala Igbo udo dị onwere na famili ije n'ala Igbo ụmụnna dị n'otu m na-agwa gị eziokwu na akụrọ mmiri adị na-etiekwa echi adị na ọpụkọ wepụ onwe na famili ije nọ n'Igbo kịta ụmụnna dị 100% n'otu ma a ga-asụrọ mma ngozi na-achụ ha asụrọ mpa ngozi na mpa onye a na-achụ ha ma asụrọ mpa gị na-achụ ha oke ndị niile ahụ unu na-asịrọ ọnkụrụ ji akara aka gị ọnkụrụ ji akara aka gị Pọl Achebe akụ ịmara kịta na ibugo ọnkụrụ mmadụ
of course
mmadụ ole ka iji akara aka ihe ọ bụ gọọmenti ndị na nkịta rachara anya ndị na-achị ndị be anyị especially ndị na-achị ndị be anyị kwesịrị ịkpakọ anya ọnụ nkịta rachakwu ha anya otu o si rachakwu ụfọdụ n'ime anyị anya ịghọtagodi ya otu a River Niger nọ na ekwesịrị ime River Niger masị oke Nigeria system si na-achọrọ ime ya seaport eme River Niger ọbụgodi tourist center enwere ike ekonukọ ya ebe asịrọ mmiri Mungo Park bịa-achọpụta na onye nwa bụzi ebe a ejigodi a na-anata ndị ọcha pipụlechi Singapore na-abịa pipụlechi Italy na-abịa pipụlechi America na-abịa enanya ọbụgodi hos ananya dị a Solandas ebe ahụ enwegasịa restọrantị rụgasịa hotel masị na ọ ga-abụ seaport datin ga na-enye Anambra steeti millions every year nyekwu people job opportunity beta arapụ na ya nụ asị na aga alụ seaport unu anapụzi ya ndị ara sị na ha bụ ndị dibịa na ndị stupid people na nkịta ga-anachacha ya na akpọ ndị eze nwaanyị ejezeba nje na-awụnye Fanta tata ha wụnye Fanta echi ha wụnye Coca-Cola nwanne echi awụnye biya amara ka wụnye ụkwa pami bishọp steeti oke ndị mmadụ chọrọ ka ndị Igbo na-agbasa mgbe nwee IPOB ejijigo onwere ihe mfụlugo jikọta ndị Igbo for many years ọnọtetu aka ka IPOB. Are you with me?
Exactly, the word is with you.
Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo nwere deeper life ọ ka asago ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo nwere dim ọ ka asago iji nwee maatụ o nwere nwoke a na-akpọ Ezekiel CPL chọọchị ya otegodo mechi ọ mara nke ọ nụrụkwa 5 years nke ahụ emechigo o nwere nke a na-akpọ zuo ministry ndị nke ahụ emechichago bet ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo nwere deeper life ọ ka asago kedu ebe People's Club nọ kedu ebe ọzọ obodo Brothers nọ kedu ebe Star United nọ ị mana ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo nwere miati anla ha kenwega another branch na Asaba nwa another branch na Kaduna ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo nwe afara na ifere ha kenwego branch by branch ọsọsọ IPOB ka jikọta onye ọbụla but immediately Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ha setịrị ya up debụ nwaanyị na ndị otu ha ji n'elu ofe egbu a set ya up n'elu ofe egbu setịkwara up apụtakwa bịa tibe mkpu ka ị wee fụ mentaliti ahụ gwa gị na ụlọ ga-echenji otu akụ nwere nwa nwoke ekwekwara ka o nwere mentaliti nna ngwaka nna nye gị asụwọrị n'elu ofe egbu abịasị n'elu mgbe nna ya gwara ya nke be nna ya gwara ya ikwu nna ya gwara ya bifo n'oiti ndị be anyị eji emoshọn ụfọdụ ada ọ bụ ihe niile Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nyere na preaching ka onye ndị be anyị nwee mental toughness still ndị be anyị enwekwa mentality ọkụkọ nyekwa ha warning maka ESN so onye tiekwala aka na ndị a rapụnụ ndị a ha rụba ọrụ ha still ọkwa ndị ESN ụfọdụ pụtakwa ha eme voice record si na anụ adịrọla ofe ha ji eri nri na achọrọ m anụ nna m ijegoro m anụ ọkụkọ na achọrọ m azụ ijenye m okporoko look at the mentality people. Are you with me?
Maazị round up biko ịma na o kwesịrị ịbụ 3 minutes. You have already taken 9 minutes.
Sorry. So that mentality si wepụ bido na nwa gị onye ọbụla wepụwa that restructure ya mentality ka ị ga-enye preachers now. Onye ọbụla ndị be anyị restructure ba their mentality otu esi asị restructure obodo onye ọbụla restructure ba otu o si eche echiche otu anyị si eche echiche ajọka akwa na ile ofe egwu ga-etipịa some people onwere ihe na-aga emenwu ndị be anyị udo dịrị ụlọ.
Ndewo nwa Chineke, ndewo for your wonderful contribution. Ekenekwa m gị. Okwu ekwuchego onwe ndị Igbo na-asị onye mara asụ ya sụọ n'odo onye na-amakọnara asụ ya sụọ naanị ọ sụọ na mkpụrụ amụ gị. Ebe atụọla ọmara ome gịnị ọmara atụọla ofeke fenye isi n'ọhịa. A word they say is enough for the wise. Ka anyị bidonu malụ ndị anyị bụ, kwụsị copywriting ndị ọzọ, ka anyị malụ na anyị bụ ndị Igbo, ka anyị kwụsị protect others before our ihe. Ọ bụrụ na this Biafra struggle anyị nọ n'ime, na those people nọ with us, let them come out to say it with their mouth. Ndị Igbo, ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo ya na-ekwuchitelu people ọnụ ha. Also, ndị Igbo na-apụta na-agwa anyị na Ijaw is part of Biafra, Calabar is part of Biafra, Ishekiri is part of Biafra. The majority people na-ekwu ya bụ ndị Igbo. The people n'onwe ha apụtabeghị okwu okwu. Meanwhile, they are not deaf and dumb. Let them speak up and they put it in action, because enough is enough. Anya ebiego this thing. Ọ bụ na nwere ego ekwe nga na-ekwu ya, and mma akwụsị ikwe until mfo ha hapụta. On this note, ka m na-asị ka ọ mara anyị niile mma, wee na-asị and receive this last caller. Welcome to the program. Hello. On this note, can I say our people, anyị ga-akwụsị claim Jew, anyị ga-akwụsị claim Israel, anyị ga-akwụsị claim Bini, anyị ga-akwụsị claim Yoruba. Anyị bụ ndị Igbo. We were created by God, and we did not migrate from anywhere. That is the truth. And our culture must be respected. Welcome to the program. Please turn down your listening device.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon from here.
Okay.
Ndewo.
Okay. Ihe nwa na-ekwu na program a na-ekene gị ọfụma na ife na-eme. Ihe m chọrọ ikwu na itinye na ime ya bụ nduba anyị ọ bụgolu ọdịnala ahụ ọ bụ omenala. And nduba anyị a na-akọkọ ọnụ. This program nọ na ya bụ anyị ga-move forward. Mmadụ ada anọ ga-agba anaghị n'azụ. Ị ga-move forward. Anyị ga-move forward. Ka anyị ga-aga asịrị a na-akụ irika. Ọ bụrụ onye okwu nke dị ụtọ a ige ya ntị. Onye nke kwuo nke ige ya ntị. Ife na-ebizi anything side talk na ebe ị na-aga. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ịnọ ọgụ chọrọ ikwu ime ife. Ga-eme ife ka nwoke ọ na-eme ka nwaanyị. You move forward. Don't listen to anybody. Here's what I'm doing. How do you have a woman? The same with some of them are good. Over mother telling it bad. When you find the other guy, oh, lying and I can do without being a man. What I must say, I'm trying, I may go my bed over wine. I'm really keeping any handle. Thank you, no feeling. Thank you.
No one watching a dollar. Your word there. You got straight to the point, and God bless you for that. Dalorin and there won't watch like it. Ndị be anyị ọdịgo nke ọ ga-adị na ka nje kwụọ akpa ma ọ bụrụ ndị be anyị, mana ekwuchego m ihe niile m ga-ekwu. Ọzọ na ịlaike kpọọ m asị, ịlaike efu m n'anya, mana ọmụ ahụ the only man m chuzuru ikwu n'eziokwu na-alụ punishment ma kwechiri. You can't move me. You can't. Onanno. Right. We stand for the truth, and that truth is what we must stand. Okay. That is why I remain the only media warrior. You know, child sanction suspend them, but we go for Nge Obuhome Tata Ekugomia. Ndimo State, congratulations for electing Hope Uzodinma. But onye bekwana akwa maka ọdịnihu. because unu nwajizi aka unu wee họrọ onye ga-achị unu. And the congratulations to Evangelist Ebuka Obi, the supporter and the marketer of udele n'eli ozu. I believe na after 4 months I ga-echeta ya mgbe ọ bịa market yela anyị Hope Uzodinma. Fada Mbaka ji market yela anyị Buhari. All these men of dogs, mkpọrọ onwe, all these kidnappers like Ebuka Obi na-apụta na-asị unu na ha bụ men of God. Ihe a men of dog. Enwelo ka ndị a support any person nwe mean any good na ala Igbo. Ndị niile ha na-support ndị ga na-egbuchichi ndị Igbo. And agwagwo unu, the enemy will not get you through your enemy. The enemy can only get you through your friend, through person you like. The enemies of Ndi Igbo will get Ndi Igbo through that person that command their respect. That is why when adoration was adoration, they used adoration to market Buhari. Now Ebuka Obi is an Ebuka Obi, they use him to market Hope Uzodinma. Everybody you like is the person they will use to get you. Ebuka Obi and Mbaka have killed Ndi Igbo more than any Fulani person. That is the truth. Gajuese, Igamia. And in the Zion, we live. You will soon move to your grave. Continue to move. We live. It's giving the hyper. Some people don't get their treat like a content creator. Some back and you Ebuka Obi with his fake miracle and all this useless Igbo content creators. They confused. Hana have other people can emulate. On this note, if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is MAP Ezioku Bundo, 1 in Biafra land. And I say, Mechukwu Kikabiama. Onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, guide and protect Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, guide and protect Directorate of State, those that are genuine, and also guide and protect IPOB, most especially Eastern Security Network, and also guide and protect our legal teams, and guide our media warriors. Mechukwu Kikabiama, guide and protect MAP Ezioku Bundo, 1 in Biafra land. He said, thank you, I remain blessed until I come your way again. No retreat, no surrender. God bless you all.